they're number one, and today we're number one.
Todd Adams, Tommy Ramzinski, there's your champions.
We came all the way from Texas here to Alabama. Didn't know really what to expect. Say we never fished here before, and come in and do something like this, win this, classic, unbelievable.
I can't explain it. It's the best feeling in the world. Best feeling in the world.
Congratulations to the winners. This team was able to weather the conditions and change with the seasons throughout the year. Consistency has paid off with a $75,000 payout at the end. On behalf of FLW Outdoors and FSN, we thank you for being part of the inaugural Walmart FLW Outdoors Redfish Series.
After going nearly a month between wins, the Blues finally have something to smile about. The team's two-game win streak is long overdue, but it could have been longer without the play of their goalie, Curtis Sanford, who in his second stint with the Blues has been nothing short of brilliant. His calmness between the pipes has settled this team down and given it some much-needed confidence. But that confidence will be tested again tonight by another dangerous team, the Los Angeles Kings, who entered tonight's game having won 4 of their last 5 games and boast one of the top lines in the league. After losing 11 in a row, St. Louis has won 2 straight, and things are looking up for the boys in blue as they're back home tonight at Savas Center in St. Louis against the Los Angeles Kings. And greetings from the Top Shelf Club here at Savas Center. I'm John Kelly, along with Bernie Federico. Good to have you with us tonight on FSN Midwest. Tough test tonight. The Kings, a high-scoring club. They're in first place, but Bernie, no question, the Blues are a different team than they left last week.
Absolutely, John. They're playing with confidence. They're excited. They're smiling. All the things that you want to have from a winning streak. And this is a team tonight that the Blues can continue to beat. So the Kings have won 5 games on the road, but they're not an unbeatable team. So the Blues really have a chance of extending the streak to 3 games and beyond if they play well tonight.
And no question for the Blues. Their key is to stop the Kings' top line, centered by former Blue Craig Conroy.
Yeah, this is one of the top lines in the league right now. You see 77 points. They each have 11 goals as well. So 33 goals from this line. They play the power play. They're going to be out there an awful lot. So the Blues are really going to have to pay extra special attention to those 3 guys. And they really have to play extra special attention to Pavol Demitra. He's the guy that's going to be the most excited guy coming back in here. This is his former team. I think he wants to show the former team that he'd like to still be here. So I think he's the guy that's really going to be the most important guy to watch tonight.
And the man in goal again for the Blues for the 4th consecutive game is Curtis Sanford, who was the NHL's Defensive Player of the Week last week.
And how great is that when you see Sanford just being called up 2-1 in 3 games now, but I love the way he plays his position, John. He's always in position. Even if he doesn't see the puck, he's in such good position that it hits him. So he's playing with a lot of confidence, and because that, he is giving the team a lot of confidence. You see, he's the Defensive Player of the Week. He stopped 68 of 70 shots in the 2 wins against Columbus and Detroit, so very deserved. You see that save percentage, almost 95%. So when you have a guy that you can just call up, and he plays this well, John, I think that's just great for the Blues organization.
All right, also with us, as usual, Dan McLaughlin is downstairs.
All right, John, you guys were just talking about Curtis Sanford and what a job he has done. I know, Coach, you have to be very pleased with the way he's played.
Well, I certainly am. I mean, he's given our team a lot of confidence with the saves he made, and I think that's a direct result of how we played in Detroit. We had a real solid game from the goaltender out.
What's it like right now in that locker room as opposed to having a winless streak? Now you've won 2 in a row.
Well, I tell you, the practices have been a lot more fun, a lot more energy in the practices, and in the locker room, they're joking around, kidding around with one another, and it's nice to see because you go through that 11-game stretch without a win, it starts to wear on you individually.
Make it 3 in a row here tonight, Coach.
That's right, for sure.
You bet. That's Coach Mike Kitchen. Let's send it back upstairs to you.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Time to check our Ford keys and a real good goaltending matchup. Sanford against the youngster Matthew Garon for L.A.
Both goaltenders playing very well right now, so when you look at their numbers, Garon has played 10 games now. His save percentage not up to 90, but It's right now, he's won 4 of the last 5 games, and he started the last 5, so he's playing very well. Of course, we just talked about Sanford. Look at those numbers, a 1.69 goals against average, 95% save percentage. So when you're playing that well, it's a battle. Both these teams can play defense. They both can score. So the Blues really, I think, are really going to have to get goaltending tonight from Sanford. But the Blues really, I think, have to have their special teams play very well tonight as well.
This is the second of 4 meetings between the Blues and Kings. LA beat St. Louis a few weeks ago on the West Coast. Tonight, the Blues lace them up against the Kings. Our game is next as the Blues go for 3 straight.
Dave here agreed to help us with a little demonstration. Now, as a U.S. Cellular customer, you don't get charged for incoming calls, right?
That's right.
No matter how many calls you get, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you mind just spinning around? Oh, hey, you got a call.
With unlimited Call Me minutes, there's no charge for incoming calls. U.S. Cellular, we connect with you.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting another call. Hello?
It's got a sport-tuned independent suspension, 16-inch alloys, and a powerful dual overhead cam engine. But what's this SUV doing in with all these sports cars?
You just told me.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. People are getting the message. Mazda's on the move. Get a 2006 Mazda Tribute I for $18,455 after $2,250 cash back. Plus, you may qualify for an additional $500 MAC bonus. So you better get on the move to your St. Louis area Mazda dealer now.
Dobbs has the best tire selection in town and the largest inventory you'll find anywhere. Thousands in stock. Tires everywhere as far as the eye can see. So, we have just the ones you're looking for.
Tires, lots of them, at Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And now at all Dobbs, all Goodyear, and all Dunlop tires are on sale all month long. That's all Goodyears and all Dunlops on sale till the end of the month at all 37 Dobbs locations.
This Thanksgiving, for the first time ever, it's high-stakes poker from the world's most exclusive casino. Live from Monaco, it's the FullTiltPoker.net Invitational. Poker's elite battle it out for $1 million jackpot in the world's most glamorous city. See every raise and every gut-wrenching call. Live, it's the FullTiltPoker.net Invitational, Thursday on FSN. This week on FSN's Pro Football Preview. Get the stories only our insiders have.
This team right now is shell-shocked.
With up-to-the-minute breaking news.
I would like to apologize.
And expert analysis.
You can't gauge passion, let him play if he wants to.
Interviews that take you inside the locker room.
I got the whole package. I can do without.
The weekly preview show that can't be missed. FSN Pro Football Preview. Friday on FSN.
FSN Midwest, the only sports network with the complete nightly newscast dedicated to your hometown teams. The Busch Light Midwest Sports Report, nightly at 10.
Blues Hockey on FSN Midwest is brought to you by smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste for your great time. By GMC, from professional-grade people come professional-grade trucks. For the lowest bottom line price and the best warranty, you ought to go to Auto Tire.
Welcome back to Savage Center. It's the Blues and the Kings tonight. The Blues trying to extend this 2-game winning streak to 3 tonight. The Kings playing very well, having won 4 of 5. Let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. For the Kings, it's going to be Matthew Guerin. You see 6-4 his record. Goals against a little over 3 goals a game, and you see the save percentage just below 90%. At the other end is going to be, once again, Curtis Sanford, who's played very well, the National Hockey League Defensive Player of the Week this past week. Goals against, very impressive, 1.69 as that save percentage at just under 95%. The referees are Mike McGoo and Brad Meyer. The linesmen are Mark Wheeler and Mark Perry.
As the Blues and Kings meet for the second time this year, and we are underway here at Savage Center. And the Kings dump it in. They start with their top line. Frolov walks in, and Sanford makes a good early save with the arm on Frolov, who's on with Demitra and Conroy. And the Blues shoot it down the ice. Aaron Miller back to get it. He is paired on defense with Tim Gleason.
The Kings have played very well this season. They've started well under Andy Murray. In fact, this is the 5th best start that they've had to their season. Andy Murray's been there an awful long time as head coach, was hired back in 1999, all-time wins leader, games coach leader, so he's done a great job with the LA Kings.
It is Johnson out there for the Blues with Mayers and Drake against this high-scoring Kings line. As Froloff walks in toward the net, saved by Sanford, and he's lost his goal stick. It's way in the corner on the near side, and luckily for Sanford and the Blues, it's cleared away, and now the 26-year-old Sanford can get the lumber back.
That's great, really interesting, John. We talked about so many times how the forwards go so hard to the net. There was Demitra going right to the net. In fact, he ran into Sanford inside the paint, and I wish that the referees would start calling a few more penalties for interference when the guys go crashing into the net.
Jeff Cowan, number 15, gets it in for Sean Avery, who played junior hockey with Curtis Sanford in Owen Sound, Ontario. Now it's broken up. The Blues to center. Boganicki in for Waite. Here's Waite to Boganicki. And a shot partially blocked. And the Kings counter. Long feed to Cowan. He'll walk in. And he can't get around Jackman, who did a good job to stand him up and block it. Now Avery. Here is the Kings' tough guy, Sean Avery. Back on the point. And it's fired to the corner by Miller. And now we get a call from the referee, Mick Magoo. And perhaps it's on the aforementioned Avery, who right now is second in the league in penalty minutes with 65.
19 White, minor penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, he said something to get 2 minutes.
Sean Avery has already been fined by the league for diving. He was fined $1,000. That was his second offense, because the first time you get a warning, so he really likes to yell at the referees an awful lot, so I think that's what it was for, and that really hurts the team when you have a guy early into the period, too. The Kings with a couple of good chances, and now they take a penalty, so the Blues an excellent opportunity here on the power play.
Blues power play was 1 for 7 in their win in Detroit. They were ranked 26th in the league. The Kings killing penalties, 4th best, over 85%. And Stepniak gets to it first. The Blues were 0 for 6 in LA in the 5-2 loss on October 29th. As Jeremy Roenick has it for Los Angeles. Back for Matthias Nordstrom. And played to center by Mike Weaver. Now the Blues get it again. And McCammon in there. Slows it down on the power play. Now for Stepniak. Out high again for McCammon. Now McCammon, a shot. And that hit Nordstrom. He goes down and is in pain. I think he took that one off the leg or foot, and he can barely get to the Kings bench.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt. It looked like it hit the side of his leg, John. It wasn't even onto the shin pad at all.
Now good pass in for Boganicki. Boganicki turns, and that shot partially blocked. Boganicki looking for his first goal of the year. As Belanger launches one to the corner. 50 left in the power play. Blues broke an 0 for 19 drought with a power play goal in Detroit. And it was the game winner by Doug Waite, as they won it 3-2. Now Weinrich back for Sillinger. Good flip pass to Dennis Weidman. Now Weidman trying to get squared for a shot for Waite. Here comes Doug Waite in on goal, and that shot missed by a foot or so. And Weinrich can't hold it in. And Belanger to center ice. The Kings have scored 4 shorthanded goals this year, so they are thinking offense when they're playing defense.
Well, you look at their personnel. You have Roenick, who likes to go. Demitra likes to go, so there's an offense. Froloff kills penalties, so you've got a lot of fire. Conroy, 11 goals, so they will go. They're not afraid. They won't get to sit back.
And they're going now. Demitra walks in 2-on-1. In front, they score! Corvo! Just out of the box was Avery, and Corvo scores to make it 1-0, his first goal in 18 games. And he had a wide open net.
Well, that really was a 4-on-2 with Avery coming out of the penalty box. What was a 3-on-2 became a 4-on-2. Demitra, just a beautiful play. Faked the shot, the slap pass there, perfectly placed. Corvo, just a one-timer. You see how he took this one. This is right in between the feet of Corvo. As a passer, that's where you have to pass the puck to the guy that wants to one-time, and that was a perfect pass. Corvo with the empty net.
And he gets his second of the year, and it's 1-0. Now the Kings work in again. Dustin Brown a shot, And that's partially blocked. Corvo's been a great player this year for the Kings, especially on the road. He is now plus 15 on the road, Bernie. That's the best road plus-minus in the league. And inexplicably, he's even at home.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? You just kind of, sometimes you just have certain places you feel more comfortable. Maybe something at home, he just, I don't know, maybe he lives too far away from the rink or something. He's tired by the time he gets there, but that's a pretty impressive stat when you're plus 15 on the road.
St. Louis penalty, 2 minutes for goaltender interference.
Well, they didn't call it at the Blues end, Bernie, and now they call it here against Mayers.
Yeah, it's really strange, and I think that's what Kurt Fraser and Mike Kitcher are talking about. But the same thing, the first shift, Pavol Demitra ended up running into Sanford as he went to the front of the net. This time, at the other end, Duran gets run into by Mayers, and he gets a penalty for goaltender interference.
So the Kings get their first power play. Power play, 17.3%, ranked 19th. The Blues killing penalties are in the middle of the pack, 16th best at 81.6%. Now the Kings into the zone. Here is Wisnowski, Lubomir Wisnowski. He's having a great year for the Kings, 8 goals, ties a career high. Well, Wisnowski, number 17, out high. For Frolov to Conroy, now to Demitra. Back on the point for Camilleri. So the Kings have 4 forwards on this power play. Frolov in traffic, lost it. And Chayanek had a chance to clear it, couldn't. Camilleri gets it back. Now they work it on to Demitra in front. Intended for Camilleri. And that failed to click. Back on the line now, Wisnowski. Goes across Camilleri to Wisnowski. Wisnowski trying to wander into the corner. Watched by Weinrich. Then Jackman comes over and puts a hit on Frolov. Demitra sends it high for Camilleri. Camilleri has 4 power play goals. Now the Kings in front again, tipped on goal. And Sanford to save on the little subtle tip, I think, by Demitra or Conroy. And a save by Sanford.
That was Conroy. That's something that you have to be very careful with Blues. I know they know Demitra very well. He'll thread those passes. He loves to make those passes through the crease to the far side, and they're a perfect example there. And Conroy had a good scoring chance because of it.
And Beckman for the Blues to Drake, and he'll clear it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the Mayor's minor. Kings lead 1-0. The goal scored by Corvo from Demitra and Frolov at 3:45, so that top line continues to roll. Now the Kings get it in deep. Dustin Brown for Ronick. Kings 1 shot on the power play as Mayers is out of the box. Kings center it again. Sanford a save on a close-in chance by Avery. And then Beckman run hard in the corner. Avery and Mayers drop the gloves. Or do they? Well, somebody dropped the glove. I think Mayers, and Magoo right there is sending at least 1 to the box. And Mayers might go right back into that box.
That'll be $4.95.
Oh, I don't have my wallet. Could we just...
Do you have a Jack Cash card?
No.
Too bad. It's just like cash.
I know what it is.
Oh, well then you know that if you load one with $10, you get 2 free tacos.
I know.
But you don't have your wallet, so...
Can I see that? Does this help?
No, because that's mine.
Do you know who I am?
Duh. You're the hungry guy with no Jack Cash card.
Acura Certified Pre-Owned Vehicle Program. It's the shortcut to your dream car.
Nice and easy. Hey, guys. Good job.
on the next CMI with Chris Myers, David Stern.
We want to demonstrate a little bit more professionalism. The racial issue is just too easy and cop-out.
David Stern on the Chris Myers interview Sunday on FSN.
If you missed the game, be sure to tune in to This Week in Mizzou Football. Every week, Coach Pinkel gives his in-depth game recap, player of the game picks, and other behind-the-scenes Missouri football action. Catch This Week in Mizzou Football, Sunday nights at 10:30 on FSN Midwest.
The Blues trail 1-0. They're going to be shorthanded as Jamal Mayer's off for unsportsmanlike conduct. He actually dropped his gloves with Avery, who never dropped his gloves, so because he did that, he's in the box. The Blues are shorthanded for the second time tonight.
Kings had one shot on their initial power play. Now Wisnowski to center ice, he'll pound it in. Dallas Drake kicks one to the corner. Bryce Salvador up the wall for Drake, and on the boards and all the way down the ice.
Blues have been very good killing penalties the last two games. They were perfect in Columbus and in Detroit, and the first power play tonight, so they're 12 for 12 over the course of the last two games in, what, 6 minutes now, John?
Yeah, and in their last 7 games, they've allowed only 4 power play goals against and 36 times short. Now the Kings, Camilleri winds it around the wall. Demitra now for Wisnowski, and tipped away. Ryan Johnson in a race. He'll get there first. Here's Johnson, and he partially fanned on the shot, as he did everything right, but he whiffed on it.
He's got great speed, Ryan Johnson.
Demitra, speaking of speed and moves, for Frolov. Frolov back on the line to Nordstrom. Now for Frolov for Corbo. Corbo a shot. Saved by Sanford. Rebound. Oh, what a pad save with the right leg by Sanford. I think on Frolov. That was a beauty.
That was huge, John. That is great reaction. We talked about Sanford with his great reaction, but that was a beauty.
Well, the Blues' next home game is this Saturday as they take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And Sergei Fedorov, the puck drops at 7, so make sure you've got a great seat for all the action. To purchase tickets, you can call any Ticketmaster location, the Savas Center box office, or visit Ticketmaster. As the Blues meet the Jackets for the 3rd time this year.
It's a big 2 games for the Blues. In fact, playing both times here, Saturday and then Thursday against the Blue Jackets here. That'd be huge to get 2 wins out of that, John.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Kings on the power play, 10 seconds left in Mayer's minor. Now Jeremy Roenick for Los Angeles. JR drops it off for Nordstrom. And Mayers is out of the box. Kings had 2 shots on that power play, but now 0 for 2. And here come the Blues. Drake for Chayanek. In the slot, Drake. And he can't get a shot. Good backside pressure by the Kings. And Tim Gleason gets one to center ice. Can't get it by Jackman. Jackman and Weidman on defense. Now Drake was going off, but the puck came right to him. And Weidman ahead, tipped along by Waite. Now the Kings get back. Weidman will wrist it back in there. Shots in the game 7-2 for Los Angeles, and the Kings lead 1-0. Here's Gleason across the red line. Sanford sets it up. Now fires one to the corner, grabbed by Weidman for Jackman. And he'll go to the far side for Waite. He's doing a good job of forechecking here, not giving the Blues any room to get their offense going.
And there seems to be a big gap, John, between the forwards and the defense right now. The Blues have really got to get back their forwards back a little too far. You see the Blues, the forwards are hanging out at center ice, and the Blues forwards are at the top of the circle. That's just too big of a gap. They got to get closer together.
Here's Hogan after it now for Stepniak. In front to Walker. Walker, a shot and a save by Garon. As Walker had a pretty good chance. Kostopoulos in there for the Kings. Now Hogan bangs Gleason. And the puck pops away right to Mike Weaver, a free agent. And now back to the Blues line. Blues going with the same lineup that they employed Saturday in the win in Detroit. That means Aaron Downey and Jay McClement are the healthy scratches. As we get a whistle, Kings lead 1-0 midway through the first period.
Hassan Adams leads perennial power Arizona. But the rebuilt Virginia Cavaliers are looking for an early season upset. The drama returns to center court Sunday on FSN.
There's what's real. Then there's Fox Reality, the only channel dedicated to delivering 100% reality. And Reality Revealed brings you more of what you want. And we're gonna give it to you like never before, including uncut and exclusive bonus footage.
I wasn't there for the money.
Reality Revealed goes behind the scenes and tells you what really happened. It's here on Fox Reality. All reality, all the time.
A lesson for parents about the power of your cable remote. Yes, you can surf the channels with it. But did you know? The cable remote can help control what your children watch. It's pretty easy. First hit Menu or Settings, then scroll through the on-screen options to set your password. Finally, block the programming by channel or rating. And talk to your children about why certain programs are not for them. Set your parental controls. It's easy. For more details on parental controls and tools, go to controlyourtv.org.
The Blues get penalized here. You wonder if the guys are on the bench or watching. Well, there's the penalty, and here's the reaction.
High stick, boys.
There it is.
Rycroft is wired for sound tonight, and he caught the high stick from Armstrong, so the Blues get their second power play.
The guys do pay attention on the bench, folks.
Now the Blues down 1-0. Enter the zone. Sillinger. Boganicki back of the goal, can't get it. Now Sillinger will keep it in there. Boganicki works down low. Now Sillinger. Here's Boganicki again for Beckman. Beckman and Young, the point man. Off the board, Sillinger, a shot, and that's blocked by Weaver. Good block there by Mike Weaver, and the Kings clear it down the ice.
Yeah, Weaver was very fortunate. That one hit him in the arm, and it must have hit him on some pad because he didn't even react. Must have hit him on the front part of the elbow pad.
There's Waite for Beckman. Who's set up on the power play now for Boganicki. Against Darren Miller. Play to the corner by the Kings, and now high by Kostopoulos and all the way down the ice.
That was a nice play by Gleason. He didn't try to rim that puck around the boards. He just kind of played off the boards to himself, stepped around the Blues offender, and then just shoveled it down.
Here's Waite for McCammon. Now they get set up back for Weidman. Wanted to shoot it now for Waite. Waite into the corner for McCammon, right across. And that was tipped by a Kings player, but kept in by Weinrich. Now for McCammon. Here's Chayanek back for Weinrich. To Weidman, he wants to shoot it, but there's no shooting lane. Now back to Weinrich. Fires a rebound, they score! I think McCammon got it, and the Blues a power play goal.
And it's good to see Dean McCammon back in the lineup. He sat out a couple of games as a healthy scratch. Played well in Detroit the other night. He's got great speed, and the coach is trying to send a message to him, and he gets a big goal there, a rebound goal. Nice play, Doug Wade across to Weinrich, the shot. And that's where Garon did not control the rebound. Aaron Miller standing beside McCammon, but McCammon beat him to the punch here, right underneath Garon, and the Blues tie this at 1.
Well, McCammon, he knows how to score. He once played in Calgary with Jerome McGinley, so he is accustomed to playing an offensive type situation.
That's the type the game that he needs to play. He needs to get to the front of the net. He's got great speed. He needs to get position, and he needs to score goals.
And he ties the game at 12-10. Now the Blues get the puck to center. Dallas Drake. Now played back to Salvador. Salvador and Walker paired on defense.
Nice!
And the Blues send it back in behind Garon. The former Montreal Canadian came in a three-way deal as Radek Bonk ended up in Montreal from Ottawa in that three-way deal. And Garon and the other goaltender, Jason LaBarbera, have given the Kings solid goaltending this year. And prior to this season, the Kings combined in their organization, their goalies had 48 games of NHL experience. So they were unsure of their goaltending situation, but it's been good.
And that's why they're a surprise team really in the league right now, because this team, everybody knew they were going to score. The skill level pretty good up front, but they didn't know how good their goaltending is going to be, and it certainly has really surprised a lot of people, and they played very well.
Well, Barbara was the main man, but last week had to go home for a family emergency, and since then, Garon has played 5 straight games. And for now is the top goaltender here in LA. 1-1 the score here, 6:10 to go in the first period. Sean Avery whistles one around the boards to center. Beckman going back, Callan tried to pick his pocket, he did. In front, wide open play to Belanger, and it was just behind him as the Kings made a nice move. Now it's Rycroft back for St. Louis. And he's bumped hard in the corner, but keeps on motoring. Now Rycroft, Boganicki, wait, here's a shot. Boganicki didn't get a lot on it. And Avery will push one ahead on the wing for Jeff Cowan, who missed 9 games earlier this year with a groin injury.
Kings are getting most of their guys back from the injuries. They played through a lot of injuries and still played so well. And that's why I'm really amazed that Robitaille even still have him listed on the injured reserve list, and he's playing tonight after having a broken right leg.
Yeah, he missed 8 games, which isn't a lot for a player with a broken leg.
Yeah, he played a couple of games with it broken too. Didn't even know it was broken. Broken bone in the lower right leg.
Now those hockey players are tough. Here's a high shot by Wisniewski. And a save by Sanford. So the Blues have tied the game on the goal by McCammon from Weinrich and Waite on the power play at 12:10.
I've finally figured out how to stop dinner hour from feeling like rush hour. Make dinner easy at McDonald's. McDonald's premium chicken sandwiches, chicken selects, and premium salads are perfect for dinner. Plus, you can round out the evening by renting a DVD for $1. So if you're thinking dinner and a movie, think McDonald's.
Hi, Bob Ramsey here for ITD with a friendly reminder. Before you host your next tailgate party, be sure to have a bumper-to-bumper inspection of your vehicle by your independent tire dealer.
For all the latest ITD specials, check out itdroll.com or call 877-ITD-ROLL.
Your ITD dealer carries the best tire brands and has certified mechanics to keep your party going.
For all your automotive needs, please come see us at Ace Tire and Auto at our new location in St. Peters.
You know, with most wireless companies, you don't just get charged for calls you make on your cell phone. You also get charged for calls you receive. Did you just make that face? That, huh? You mean that, what? I didn't know that face. Well, at US Cellular, you don't get charged for incoming calls. Did you just make that other face? That, I think I'm gonna switch face.
Don't use your minutes for incoming calls. Get unlimited Call Me minutes. US Cellular. We connect with you.
On the next CMI with Chris Myers, David Stern.
We want to demonstrate a little bit more professionalism. The racial issue is just too easy and cop-out.
David Stern on the Chris Myers interview Sunday on FSN.
If you missed the game, be sure to tune in to This Week in Mizzou Football. Every week, Coach Pinkel gives his in-depth game recap, player of the game picks, and other behind-the-scenes Missouri football action. Catch This Week in Mizzou Football, Sunday nights at 10:30 on FSN Midwest.
Coming up in the Jack in the Box intermission report, Dan will chat with Mike Sillinger. Mark Rycroft is wired for sound, and we'll have the highlights and numbers from the first period. And it's been a good one thus far. 5 minutes to go, 1-1 the score.
Yeah, the Blues have battled back very well after giving up that early goal. They were getting outshot about 7-2 at the time. Now the shot's 8-5. The Blues, a big power play goal. That's the difference from that man right there in the middle, Dean McCammon. So a good way to start this after winning the last 2 games. It'd be nice to continue this streak.
Now Jackman behind his own goal. Pressured there. It comes in front thanks to Roenick. And Sanford makes the save. Well, it's a Thanksgiving weekend tradition. The best high school football teams in the state collide this Friday night in the Show Me Bowl. The Hazelwood Central Hawks go head-to-head with the DeSmet Spartans to see who gets to take home this year's trophy. Friday at 7, right here on FSN Midwest. Blues win the faceoff. It comes in front, but there is Waite now for Scott Young. And he'll roll one into the King zone, and a penalty called. Corvo got involved with somebody. And the standard has been set in this game, Bernie. They are calling just about everything.
Well, that's a real good call there, because that's clearly Corvo interfering, because I believe it was Scott Young that was trying to go through the middle. We'll get the call here.
Number 6 White, minor penalty, interference.
But as this puck was being passed to the middle, watch how this don't pass here. There it is, and there's I guess that was Stempniak, not Young. But that's clearly, I don't think he did it on purpose, Corvo moving towards the middle, but he clearly ran into Stempniak, impeding his progress, so that's the right call.
The Blues 1 for 2 on the power play. Here's Waite back on the point, now Young, and he just barely keeps it in. Young gets it again, a wrist shot. That was just wide with Sillinger screening in front. But now the Kings get it, and they clear it down the ice.
Well, this Blues power play has got to be feeling a lot more confident. Doug Waite with a big power play goal in Detroit on Saturday night, now the one tonight. And this, usually you can tell a power play how good it is by how good the passes are. The passes are usually crisp when you have confidence, and the passes are non-existent when you're not confident.
Or very tentative.
Yes. And we've seen the Blues for a long time. They were tentative, John. So let's hope this is continuing to turn around.
No, Kostopoulos could have cleared that. He didn't. Weinrich across for Scott Young. A shot out, tipped just wide.
By Gleason.
Yeah, I thought it hit the Kings player.
Yeah, he did it on purpose, and that's the first thing they tell you. If that puck is coming to the net, get your stick out of the way. Don't deflect it. The goaltender has a hard enough time picking it up without your stick out there.
Now wait for Chianek. They switch spots. Into Waite, down low, back to Chianek on the give and go. Couldn't pull the trigger. Now it's Weinrich. For Sillinger, 45 to go in the power play. Sillinger. Now Waite to Weinrich, lets it go, and the rebound is gloved as Chianek chipped it and didn't get a lot on it, but Garon made the save.
But this is good movement by the Blues power play. We saw them standing when things weren't going well, but now you can just see them here. Watch the pass comes back out here, which is great. Everybody's collapsed to the front of the net. The wrist shot through, and the rebound by Peter Chianek. Unfortunately, the puck bounced on him, but that's good. They get all the flow moving back towards the net, and then they're able to isolate that guy up high for a good shot.
Now off the draw, Doug Waite to Lee Stempniak. Back for Waite. Weidman's open, couldn't shoot it. Now on the near side for McCammon. He is the Blues goal to Stempniak. He'll defer to Doug Waite. Now Waite, a quick shot, and that's blocked at the defense, and Demitra the other way. He's surrounded by 3 Blues players, so he'll go back to his own line for Nordstrom, and he'll wrist it all the way down. Time running down on the power play. The Blues 2 shots with the man advantage, but the Kings back at full strength. It remains tied at 1. Shots 8-7 for the Kings. Stempniak to the corner for McCammon. He has a man open on the point. That's Salvador. Tips one to Mayers. Now back for McCammon. He'll walk in. He's got room. A shot. And that was blocked out high. The Kings have blocked a lot of shots in this first period. And the Kings in on the wing. Dustin Brown. Former first-round draft choice in 2003. Brown's only 21. Gets one for Armstrong. Now back to Brown. Ryan Johnson works him over from behind, trying to get it free. Frolov enters the picture. Here's Armstrong again. Everything on the outside, that's fine for now. Back on the line to Corvo, and that's blocked by Mayers. And Weidman for the Blues. He can't work it ahead. And then finally, McCammon gets it off the boards and out of the zone.
This is really good coaching right here by Andy Murray, because Frolov is on the line with Demitra and Conway, but they kill penalties. It seems that the Blues have just killed off a penalty, and Frolov's been sitting for 3 or 4 minutes. He throws Frolov out on the second line so that he doesn't miss any of the ice time, which is real good play to get his young star back in the action without having to kill a penalty.
Goal off a first-round pick in 2000. With a minute to go in this first period. It's tied at 1. And the Kings get the puck out with Luke Robitaille in for Roenick. Now back to Robitaille, a shot! And Sanford made the save on that quick shot by Robitaille. And it's played to the far side. And Beckman comes in for St. Louis. Robitaille digs it free. And he'll chip one behind the St. Louis goal. Jackman up this side. And Rycroft lets it go. Blues making a quick change. 25 to go in the period. Camilleri tips it in. And Eric Weinrich for the Blues. Now to Jackman. On for Boganicki. And Weaver turns for the Kings. Off of Weinrich all the way down. 5 to go here. And Jackman's so strong with the stick, and he fends off the forechecking, and that's the end of the first period.
Good first period of the Blues. They gave up the first goal, battled back, a power play goal. Shots pretty even, only 9 for the Kings, 7 for the Blues. So good period of play from Sanford. Good period overall, John.
Blues hockey is brought to you by smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste for your great times. Corvo scores for the Kings. McCammon replies for the Blues with a power play goal. It is 1-1 after 20 here in St. Louis.
Dan McLaughlin for Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. We call it the best sports bar in St. Louis. Home of the longest happy hour in St. Louis. Pool, darts, interactive games, great food with some of the lowest prices in town. Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill.
Think those mall stores are really gonna have your size? Come on, you deserve better. Regular stores are for average guys. Why waste your time? Get the King Size Catalog, the big and tall specialists. They've got the styles, colors, and sizes that fit your life, your budget, and most importantly, you. You won't find a bigger range of sizes. Big sizes up to 10XL, tall sizes up to 7XL. We're talking easy-to-wear classic styles that'll still look good years from now. The bottom line, King Size has got them, they fit, and they're comfortable. Every item is fully guaranteed, and best of all, you don't have to pay mall prices. With the King Size Catalog, you get more for less in big and tall sizes. So get the catalog. Call the number on the bottom of your screen. Want it now? KingSizeTV.com is always open. Either way, it's worth your while. You'll even get a special offer with your first order. So call the number on the bottom of your screen or go to KingSizeTV.com.
This Thanksgiving, for the first time ever, it's high-stakes poker from the world's most exclusive casino. Live from Monaco, it's the BullTiltPoker.net Invitational. Thursday on FSN.
There's something about you, baby. I can't get enough. There's something about you, baby. I got you looking at me. I'm gonna call you bluff. There's something about you.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. It takes a man to be a dad.
Fox College Sports has the recipe for the ultimate college reunion. Start with over 100 live college football games. Add conferences like the Pac-10, Big 12, and more. Toss in news from around the NCAA. And garnish with the hottest coaches shows. This is the place where college football never ends. To order Fox College Sports, call 1-877-2GET-FCS.
You're watching FSN Midwest, where Blues fans come first.
Blues hockey on FSN Midwest is brought to you by the President Casino. Play gas up on the President at the President Casino this month for your chance to win a Quick Trip gas card. And by Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till you order it.
Jack in the Box intermission from the Savas Center. It's 1-1 after the first 20 minutes of play, and our guest is Mike Sillinger. When you guys had that losing streak, it seemed like everything was not clicking, obviously. Now you look at you guys, crisp passing, and a relaxed club. What's been the biggest difference, you think?
Well, winning a couple games. I think, we won in Columbus there. We,
didn't play a great game, but we got some timely goals, and you know, Sanford played great net. You know, so then from there we played a very strong game in Detroit. You know, frustrated in the neutral zone and played very solid defensively. And you know, tonight's the same thing. You know, they scored the first goal. We just kind of it was a breakdown, and you know, Demitra made a great pass. We just kind of stuck with it and got a big power play goal.
For fans watching at home, tell us about Curtis Sanford going against him head-to-head in practice.
Well, he's a battler. You know, he's come up right now, and he saw the situation we were in, and you know, he's hungry. He wants to play each and every night, and you know, he's competing with Patty right now. And I tell you one thing, it's healthy competition, because when Patty gets his chance, he's not going to want to give it up as well.
Good luck in the second.
Thank you very much.
You bet. That's Mike Sillinger of the St. Louis Blues. It's 1-1 here in our first intermission, which is brought to you by Jack in the Box. More to come in just a moment on FSN.
It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils, who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the Duel in the Desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
All good things in time, my boy.
Haste makes waste.
Now, luxurious things can come to those who'd rather not wait. The Acura Certified Pre-Owned Vehicle Program.
Come on downtown and check it out.
That's right, Chris. Get your share of over $500,000 in cash and prizes. It's the President Casino's Holiday Swipe and Win, where every swipe is a winner.
Hey.
What's up?
What's that on your head? A string.
So people can use us as ornaments.
Do I have a string?
Nope.
You've got a blowy thing. Blowy things are cool, right?
Oh, yeah. A blowy thing is way cooler than a string.
Yeah, we wish we had blowy things.
I got a blowy thing.
All new holiday antenna balls are here. Get Nutcracker, Elf, or New Year's free when you buy a large combo.
Sure is nice in here.
Mm-hmm. I want a string! I want a string!
FSN Midwest, the only sports network with the complete nightly newscast dedicated to your hometown teams. The Busch Light Midwest Sports Report, nightly at 10.
Fight like warriors!
The best of high school football is on FSN Midwest. The top two teams in the state collide in a live event that's becoming a Thanksgiving weekend tradition in St. Louis.
Look at this guy go!
Find out who will take home this year's Class 6 crown from the Misha Show Me Bowl. Friday at 7 Central on FSN Midwest.
A look inside that Blues dressing room. It's our Jack in a Box first intermission, and we're tied up at 1-1. Joe Corvo has scored for Los Angeles, and Dean McCammon for the St. Louis Blues. It was back on October 29th of this season where the Blues had met up with the Los Angeles Kings. It was an ugly loss, 5-2, out in the Staples Center. Tonight, a little bit different story. The Blues have played a very solid first period of hockey. For more on that and a look at the highlights, to the Top Shelf Club we go. Bernie Federko and John Kelly are standing by. Guys?
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Yeah, the Blues, back when they were losing, they weren't a very resilient club, but they're more resilient now. They gave up the first goal, but came back, Bernie.
And that's a sign that I think they've turned the corner. They're getting some confidence. They know that even though they give up the first goal, they have enough confidence and patience that they'll get it back.
So it is 1-1 after 20 minutes of play here at Savas Center. Let's look at the goals from that first period.
This is right at the end of a Blues power play. They got caught trying to keep the puck in. This actually became a 4-on-2. Pavol Demitra, nice big slap shot, a perfect pass to Joe Corvo, who's coming up from the defense and better look to miss. That's a perfect pass. No chance for Sanford. The Kings led 1-0. But on the power play, the second power play chance for the Blues, they made it cash in. The shot from Weinrich from the point. Dean McCammon right there on the spot, be able to shovel that underneath until the Blues tied at 1. So A good period of play for the Blues. A very good job, especially scoring on the power play. The Blues had 3 chances on the power play, 1 goal. So the power play, we talked about the special teams having to be good tonight. Well, that's a good start in the first period.
So it is 1-1, all even after 1 period here at Sabah Center in St. Louis. Mark Rycroft all wired up tonight. We'll hear more from him as our show continues from Sabas.
Why should you go to Auto Tires?
Because of our people. Our managers have been with us for a long time. Many of our customers have worked with the same team for years. It's important to know the people you trust your car to.
Or the people you know and trust.
You ought to go to Auto Tire.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has the longest happy hour in St. Louis, but that's not the main reason why. They're the #1 sports bar in town. Hot Shots offers pool, darts, interactive games, great food with the lowest prices in town. Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill.
Nice and easy.
Hey, guys.
Hustle up! Let's go! Come on! Way to go, good job.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They damage goods after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
And with death looking him square in the eye.
Tubes here, punch a lung, tubes down my throat. I almost died.
He found salvation in the most unlikely of places.
Beat the odds, man. Very few people beat the odds.
Bernard Hopkins, Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
Just close my eyes and I'm with you, and all that I so wanna give you, it's only a
You don't have to be a hero to be a hero. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
There's what's real. Then there's Fox Reality, the only channel dedicated to delivering 100% reality. And Reality Revealed brings you more of what you want. And we're gonna give it to you like never before, including uncut and exclusive bonus footage.
I wasn't there for the mother.
Reality Revealed goes behind the scenes and tells you what really happened. It's here on Fox Reality. All reality, all the time.
Watching FSN Midwest, where Blues fans come first.
Look at Mike Kitchen addressing his team inside that Blues locker room. One of the players he's talking about is Mark Rycroft, and he is wired up for sound tonight.
Here we go, boys. Here we go. Oh! Go, Boogie, go! Nice play. Get home. Quick rebound by somebody or Dino? Good talk, Dougie.
Oh, I had you, but I didn't do it too hard.
Yeah, good try. Good job on staying in your spot there, though. That was nice. I had it at my feet still. Sit here, boys. Dally Deuce, sit, James. Go, boys. Interference right there. It's burying power play. Come on, Sills. Come on, boys.
Well, you'll hear more from Mark Rycroft in our second intermission, a young man from Penticton, BC. Second period is coming up.
College basketball hits the floor on FSN. High-flying Hassan Adams leads perennial power Arizona. But the rebuilt Virginia Cavaliers are looking for an early season upset. The drama returns to center court Sunday on FSN.
I've finally figured out how to stop dinner hour from feeling like rush hour. Make dinner easy at McDonald's. McDonald's premium chicken sandwiches, chicken selects, and premium salads are perfect for dinner. Plus, you can round out the evening by renting a DVD for $1. So if you're thinking dinner and a movie, think McDonald's.
The best of high school football is on FSN Midwest. The top two teams in the state collide in a live event that's becoming a Thanksgiving weekend tradition in St. Louis.
Look at this guy go!
Find out who will take home this year's Class 6 crown from the Misha Show Me Bowl. Friday at 7 Central on FSN Midwest.
This Thanksgiving, it's the FullTiltPoker.net Invitational, live from Monaco. Thursday on FSN. It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils, who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the Duel in the Desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
And we are back at Savas, ready for the second period. 1-1 the score. Teams at full strength, along with Dan McLaughlin and Bernie Federko. I'm John Kelly. Great to have you with us tonight on FSN Midwest. As the Blues and Kings are tied at 1. Frolov again with Conroy and Demitra. This line has been dynamite in their last 15 games together. Prior to tonight, a combined 68 points for that trio. Well, join fellow Blues fans at the Rec Room Sports Bar on Thursday, December 8th for the most exciting interactive game-watching party in town, the Blues Cool Bars Tour. Bubble hockey tournaments, raffles for great prizes, intermission games, and much more. The Blues road game against Tampa starts at 6:30, but get to the Rec Room early on Telegraph Road for the best seats.
Tough break for Ryan Johnson, just trying to clear that puck, got it up over the glass, so that's that new rule, delay a game, and he's in the box.
And a shot by Camilleri is tipped, and a save by Sanford. Now Demitra centers it, and kicked away by Sanford, and fired down the ice. So the penalty at the 24-second mark. Johnson for delay. Kings are 0 for 2 with 3 shots in the power play. Their power play was 2 for 8 against the Blues in LA in their 5-2 victory. Demitra sets up high. Now Wisniewski across. He gets it back. Now into the slot, broken up by Chyanek. And the Blues short-handed, and Chyanek's pass for Jamal Mayers tipped away. And Lubomir Wisniewski gets it back for Los Angeles. And at the red line, it's Roenick, the longtime Blackhawk. Now Roenick on the boards, cleared up the wall, but kept in by Wisniewski. Now Wisniewski gets it again for Demitra. Top of the circle, and he fired that one wide. Wisniewski runs it back of the goal. Roenick missed it, and Salvador will pick an opening and clear it away.
Good play there by Salvador, reading the play. Roenick slowed that puck just enough so that he could get good wood on it.
Now 29 seconds left in the power play. Roenick into the zone. Here's Wisniewski on the near point. Chipped along by Roenick. Now for Dustin Brown. Back on the point for Corvo. Corvo has scored the Kings goal. Roenick in the corner, back to Corvo. Couldn't get it through Waite. Corvo again, now back to Wisniewski. Corvo tips one. Kings set up again. In front. Sanford made the save, and Johnson is back. And the Blues have killed it off. The Kings now 0 for 3. They had 2 power play shots. Here's a glove save by Sanford, and he holds on.
Easy save for Sanford at the end. Avery with a shot from the far boards. No angle at all, and that's a good play by Sanford just to hang on to it. Get the Blues back to a position where they can get a change and get the full line out after Johnson came out of the penalty box. But that's an easy save. You see how easy Sanford made that. I think I could have saved that one. Well, maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You ever play goal?
No.
Never.
Much too smart for that, John.
Just testing. Now the Blues up the middle. Here's McCammon toward the net, and a big pile up, and Garon kept it out. And Weidman, the rookie. He'll play one in behind the Kings' goal. Aaron Miller for Belanger. Now Belanger trying to get it deep toward the net again, and Sanford gloved it. And again, he'll hold on. And a good save. Sanford, of course, wearing that mask that his wife designed. And there's a look, Bernie, at the writing. It's in Japanese. I asked him what it was the other day, and he said it's just a good luck charm in Japanese, written on the back of his mask. Also on the top of his stick, he has the initials of his wife, his son, and his best friend, who passed away from leukemia a few years ago, and that's on the top of his hockey stick. So obviously, Curtis is a bit superstitious, like most goaltenders.
Yeah, you won't find many goaltenders that are not superstitious, and he's one of those types of guys too. We haven't known him for very long, but he's very quiet, almost very studious, and you can look at the top of the mask there. Hard to get a good look at it as he keeps moving around. It doesn't sit still for very long, but he's very much a student of the game. Donnie Granato said it before. He studies the shooters. He studies the systems of the game. So he's a well-rounded goaltender, and he knows what he's doing when he gets in between the pipes.
Couple of big hits behind the Kings' goal, and now Brown to center ice. And into the zone. Boganicki gets it for the Blues, and he'll launch it off the glass. And now taken by Chianico. What a hit by Armstrong. Here's a chance for the Blues. A shot by Young. And that's wide. Penalty coming up here against LA. And now we get the whistle. And a charging minor on a hit in open ice. And I think it's going to be number 7, Derek Armstrong.
Well, I don't know about this. I mean, this is where you got to have, where you got shoulder check, and that's off ice. That's open ice. See what Mark had to say. Well, there he is. He said heads up. He's heads up, and again, I personally disagree with that call. That's something that the game has got to keep, John. This open ice hitting has got to stay in this game. They're taking so much of the hitting out of the game, and there, I don't care if that was for the Blues or for the LA Kings. That was a fair check. The guy had his head down, and there was no damage done there at all. And I'm very surprised to see the call there, to be honest with you.
Well, now we get a penalty here against the Blues, so there goes that power play. Although, Bernie, on that last hit by Armstrong, he did leave his feet, and oftentimes that is called.
Well, but you can leave your feet charging if you here's the hooking call, there's the call, but if you read the rules of the game, a charge is if you take 3 steps and then run into somebody. Well, he's gliding when he did that. That's a shoulder check. Yeah, he's in the air.
So you think no call there?
No call. I mean, charge is 3 steps. That's running at a guy and then leaving, then hitting him. So.
Well, that was called, and so is this one on McCammon for hooking. So we go 4-on-4. Now is the Kings, Matthias Nordstrom in a 1-1 game. He battles behind the goal against Beckman. And Christian Beckman gets it out. And here comes Sillinger. And then the play was offside. Bernie, I mentioned in the first period the Kings had blocked a lot of shots. They did block 8 shots in that period, but the Blues were great in the faceoffs. They won 10 of 14 faceoffs in the first period.
Yeah, that's very good puck control. We talk about how important it is to have puck control, and that comes directly from your center iceman winning faceoffs. And the Blues have been very good as of late. I mean, I think that's one of the keys too, John, to this winning streak is the fact that they've had the puck control.
Now Scott Young back for the Blues to Jackman. He's got some room here, left it for Chyanek toward the net. And Scott Yo was going after the Kings counter 3-on-2. Frolov, look out here, and he tried to do it himself against Weinrich. I don't know if Frolov knew he had an odd man rush or not, and now Weinrich's knocked down, and that's called. And the Blues will get a 4-on-3. Here's Chyanek, a shot, and a save by Garand. And a tripping call here as Weinrich was upended behind the play.
LA penalty, 2 minutes for tripping.
It's going against Jeremy Roenick. We'll see here. I think what he said there is I don't think it was his stick. And that might have been Chyanek's. That's a good shot, guys. Let's see if we can get that again, because that may have been Chyanek's stick that Weinrich went down. But Roenick is in the box. The Blues an excellent opportunity on a 4-on-3 here.
4-on-3 for 20 seconds. Young, a shot and a save by Garand. And the rebound now pushed along the wall. Young gets it for Waite. Now Waite out of that corner, back for Young. Across to Beckman, has some room here. Into Waite now for Young. Good pass to Beckman, a drive and a save by Garand. And he holds on.
That's a good save by Garand, just as Armstrong's penalty expired, so we'll play 4 aside, and then the Blues will have a 5-on-4 power play. But good position here. Scotty Young going across. He's going to go right across here to Beckman. Good one-timer, traffic in front, but no rebound. I think that's the most important part for Garand. He did not allow the Blues to get that rebound.
Meanwhile, it's 4-on-4 now as the Kings get one man back in 15 seconds. When McCammon returns, the Blues will get another power play. Here's a centering pass. Now Weidman gets it. His wrist shot tipped high off the glass. Corbo, back of his own goal. Now Doug Waite in there trying to steal it. He does. Now McCammon's on the ice. The Blues on the power play. And it's centered off a skate, and it caroms all the way back into Blues territory.
Good work by Doug Waite stealing the puck. Demitra tried to go back to Corbo, and good work by Waite to steal that puck, and almost a good scoring chance.
Now the Blues enter the zone. Chyanek, he'll feed it back on the point. Weidman. Here's Waite after it. 40 seconds left in Roenick's minor. As Chyanek tries to steal it from Nordstrom. Now Nordstrom gets it again. And he'll play it off the glass, but Weinrich held it in with the glove. In front, a shot by McCammon is high on the glass. Now McCammon again to Chyanek. Spins back of that goal. Now he gets set up. Oh, to Weidman, and he just was going the wrong way, and the pass got by him.
I think Nordstrom got away with one there, because that should have been a hold behind the net there, John, on that play.
And the Kings are now back at full strength. So the Blues now 1 for 5 on the power play. This game remains tied at 1. And the Kings a long pass to center for Roenick. Now picked up by Camilleri. His backhander nowhere near the goal. And around to Boganicki, takes the hit but gets it out. Now the Kings in again. Here comes Robitaille, and he did not have possession there. And he actually put himself offside.
Hi, Bob Ramsey here for ITD with a friendly reminder. Before you host your next tailgate party, be sure to have a bumper-to-bumper inspection of your vehicle by your independent tire dealer.
For all the latest ITD specials, check out itdroll.com or call 877-ITD-ROLL.
Your ITD dealer carries the best tire brands and has certified mechanics to keep your party going.
In the Central West End, see Midtown Tire and Auto Service for all your automotive needs.
If you missed the game, be sure to tune in to This Week in Mizzou Football. Every week, Coach Pinkel gives his in-depth game recap, player of the game picks, and other behind-the-scenes Missouri football action. Catch This Week in Mizzou Football, Sunday nights at 10:30 on FSN Midwest.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store. It's the place where outdoor adventures begin. It's good times with your favorite fishing buddy. It's finding your target and hitting the mark. And it's another day of success on the water. It's getting great fishing gear, the good stuff, at the lowest price guaranteed. Visit our stores, shop at BassPro.com, and call 1-800-BASS-PRO now for a free catalog. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
On the next CMI with Chris Myers, David Stern.
We want to demonstrate a little bit more professionalism. The racial issue is just too easy and the cop-out.
David Stern on the Chris Myers interview Sunday on FSN.
Missouri basketball hits the floor on FSN Midwest. The Tigers begin their quest to forge a tournament team this year. But first, they've got to get past UMKC. Tigers, Kangaroos, Tuesday on FSN Midwest.
Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They're damn as good after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
Well, here's a look at tonight's Party Zone fans. You could win seats at a Bud Light viewing party throughout St. Louis. It's the Party Zone, brought to you by Bud Light and FSN Midwest. Boy, what a scary sight last night in Detroit, Bernie. I know you were watching, and our prayers and thoughts with Yuri Fisher of Detroit, who collapsed, and apparently his heart stopped on 2 occasions, but we hear today he's in stable condition and apparently is fine. But that was they were administering CPR on the bench, and they had the defibrillator out. It was a frightening situation.
Now was it ever.
And on a more positive note, tonight in Buffalo, the Sabres are retiring longtime Buffalo captain Danny Gare's jersey, number 18. Gare scored one of the biggest goals in Sabres history, as we have a penalty here.
2 minutes for tripping.
And it came against the Blues in a brief 3-game series in 1976 when Danny Gare scored against Ed Stanowski, again in 76, to beat the Blues in a first-round series. That was the game Eddie Stanowski was absolutely brilliant. There's the penalty call as Johnson is knocked down. That was just before your time, right?
It was the year before me. Eddie Stan, I came the next year. I was the draft pick that year, and that was a great series. Buffalo had a great team, too. Danny Gare, great guy, too. John, you know him well, too. And very big competitor, 50-goal scorer.
And a great leader. He actually, this is a great trivia question, Bernie. He was the captain prior to Steve Yzerman in Detroit. So he's, of course, had the captaincy forever.
Right.
Now the Blues on this power play. They are 1 for 5. Kings break it up, and here they come. It's Demitra. And a high backhander. Hits the glass. And a big carob off the window, and here's McCammon, who has scored the Blues goal. In for Waite. He'll leave it for McCammon. Back on the line now to Young. To Beckman. They work it around to Waite. In the slot, Stepniak lost it. Kept in there. And Young plays one over for Waite. Good move with the backhand flip. And the Blues keep it moving. Now they lose it. As Demitra stole it. And Sanford out of the goal. Has to play it and whacks one ahead for Waite.
Good persistence along the boards by the Kings to get that puck out. The Blues still plenty of time. They've got to get this puck set up and at least get one good shot on this power play.
Now 30 seconds left in the advantage. Waite on his knees. It comes right back to him. He rips it around the wall. Weidman a shot. Tip. Now Bellinger gets it. Works it back of the goal for Waite. There's Boganicki in front. Out high to Weidman. A drive and a save by Garon. As Weidman got a lot on that one.
That was real good goaltending there by Garon. There was a lot of traffic in front of the net. Garon was down real low, looking through all the legs and the bodies, and was able to snap this one. But here's a good look from the end zone camera here. Look at this as he went down. Look at how he's looking and stays with it. We'll get a look from the overhead as well. This is really good position. He comes out, got his glove up, and that's the new style of gloves, holding the glove up, and he pulled it down and made the save look really easy.
Now the Blues in there. Jeff Hogan. His shot wide. China gets it. Tried to center one. The Kings back at full strength. As Collins out of the box. Roenick works in. And then Roenick was knocked down. Maybe a little subtle trip by Weinrich, who got away with it. Or Roenick lost an edge.
I think he lost an edge. I think he'd like to blame it on somebody else, but he can't.
You know he would.
Yeah, he's having trouble.
Yeah, he fell down again. You're right, Bernie. Now it's Mayers in. A drive and a save by Garon. And there's that glove again. Garon's been sharp. It's 1-1 in the second.
It's hot. Come on, check it out. A friendly faces, happening places, all around, all around.
So come on downtown and check it out.
That's right, Chris. Get your share of over $500,000 in cash and prizes. It's the President Casino's Holiday Swipe and Win, where every swipe is a winner.
The best tire package in town? You'll find it at Dobbs. Our drive-away tire package includes everything you need. No extra charges. And it features one other small item, the best tire package price in town.
The drive-away tire package at Dobbs. Best price, no extra charges. And now at all Dobbs, all Goodyear and all Dunlop tires are on sale all month long. That's all Goodyears and all Dunlops on sale till the end of the month at all 37 Dobbs locations.
For the past 6 months, my husband and I had noticed cracks throughout the interior of our home and water collecting in the basement. Then a friend of ours told us about Wood's Basement Systems.
Well, that was over 2 years ago. What about now?
Jill, our basement has been dry for years now, and we no longer have to worry about our foundation settling.
That's why I highly recommend Wood's Basement Systems. I'm Jill Farmer. If you're having problems with your foundation, dirt crawl space, or wet basements, call Woods for a free inspection.
Woods, the official foundation repair and basement waterproofing specialist of the Rams and Blues.
Savas Center here on FSN, 1-1 between the Kings and the St. Louis Blues. Guys, down at this level, you get a great look at how the trajectory of the pucks are coming in at goal. In particular, how Curtis Sanford plays the puck. And guys, in talking with Mike Kitchen yesterday, he said Curtis Sanford does a great job of not being out of position, ever. He's always square to the puck, and boy, you can see it down at this level. I also talked to Curtis at length yesterday, John, and he said that Mike Kitchen approached him on the flight home from Detroit over the weekend. He thought one of two things. He said either he's telling me to stay and get a place, or you're headed back to the minor leagues. And he got the good news as he and his wife and his son were out looking for a new home yesterday. Guys?
Yeah, that's a really good story. Sanford is 26. He played here 3 years ago, a brief stint with the Blues, played well, and now is back and apparently has earned a job with the big club.
Wait a second. If he was thinking for 1 second that Mike Kitchen was going to tell him to go back to the minors, he's not thinking very well, because he played so well. He was the difference in the game in both Columbus and Detroit, and I think Mike Kitchen was very excited to tell him that he was going to be staying and get himself a place, and I know that Curtis must have been very excited when he got the news.
Here's a shot by Wisnowski. That's blocked by Dallas Drake, who's blocked about 5,000 in his career. Now it's Frolov. He walks in. Frolov, a shot. That went wide. Rebound comes in front. Wide open, they score. Corvo again. And the Kings take a 2-1 lead.
There's no chance here again for Curtis Sanford as he got knocked down on the play. But this was a turnover right at the Blues blue line. This is Frolov. As the pass came all the way up, Sanford played that actually perfectly. But it was good play by the Kings to keep their work ethic in there. Watch this here. As that's Conroy in front, Demitra went, stole the puck, tried to give it to Conroy, but his pass went back into the slot, and it was Corvo coming late on the play that was able to score it. Again, it's that dangerous line that we talked about before the game. Frolov, Demitra, and Conroy, and they scored the second goal for the Kings as well tonight.
Corvo had 5 goals in his rookie year in 02-03. To lead all defensemen as far as rookie goals. 03-04 he had 8 goals, and now gets 2 tonight. Numbers 2 and 3 on the year.
He's got a good hard shot, and he's not obviously utilized that this season, but here's a good look at it. Sanford played that great, but I think even there Conroy running into Sanford really kind of got him off balance. But watch how Conroy kind of runs into here right there. That should have been a penalty, folks, or there should have been some call, even though his momentum came through. To me, that's goaltending interference right there.
And he never got his stick back and never got his positioning back.
Nope. But he played that perfectly. Frolov went all the way across on his backhand. He played with him, and it was the result was the rebound came off the boards. It was Demitra that made the great play to get it back to the front of the net.
So the Kings lead 2-1, and now a hooking call has been detected by the referee, Brad Meyer.
St. Louis penalty, 2 minutes for hooking.
So the Blues are going to be 2 men short here. But let's see if we get a look right here, maybe.
Yeah, Scott Young gone for holding, and now the hook here.
So that's the call there to Ryan Johnson. So the Kings now find themselves with a 2-man advantage. The Blues in hot water right at the moment.
A 5-on-3 for 1:30. Here's Corbo again, and a save by Sanford. And that was a great save. The Blues had a huge kill in Detroit in the third period, down by 2 men.
Yeah, and that was for about 1:23, about as long as this one is, John. So this is going to probably become an important factor in this game.
As the Kings have it, Conroy in front, a shot. I don't think it got through, and Drake kicks it out of the zone. And then he was pulled down. No call. Corbo back. In for Craig Conroy. Steers it back of the goal, Camilleri. Checked there by Salvador, and he'll get it high, and high enough, and by Wisniewski.
Great job by the Blues. Salvador there. They're outworking the Kings, even though they're 2 men short.
On the year, the Kings are 4 for 14 with a 2-man advantage. Here's Conroy, sets it up. Wisniewski gets it back from Corbo. Corbo to Wisniewski, one-timer blocked by McCammon and fired away, or rather Salvador. And he chips it high and out of play.
The Kings standing around, the Blues not having to do anything really. When you see the wide look here, the Blues just staying in their triangle, and Salvador with the block there. That puck has got to go deep, and when you have no movement, the Kings are going to take, it looks like, a timeout here, so they can regroup, get a little rest. And Andy Murray does this a lot. He'll call his timeout during the course of play. This is a big 5-on-3, a double power play for the Kings to have the 2-man advantage, and they really haven't had anything happening here, John.
Well, get 4 games for the price of 3 when you order the Blues 3-game fan play, in addition to tickets for the February 2nd game against Chicago and March 11th against LA. You'll have a seat when the Blues retire Al McInnes' number 2 jersey on April 9th against Edmonton. Plus, you'll receive a free voucher for another game of your choice this season. For more information, call 314-622-BLUE.
Smart play here, though, by Andy Murray, but also it helps the Blues as they get some extra rest, too, for their defenders.
Now the Kings after that timeout. Wisniewski, he walks in. To Demitra, back for Wisniewski. Demitra again. Across. Roenick, a shot. Tipped off the netting with 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3.
That's a huge block. The Kings did better movement here. See how the Blues are staying in that triangle. They do a good job with it. And here, just a step out there. You see how Sillinger got his stick out and was able to deflect that, but Beckman was in good position too as he was moving out.
And the Kings thus far have had no shots on the 5-on-3. And 5 seconds left, and the Blues win the faceoff and clear it to center ice, and they will get Young back. So it's now a 5-on-4. 20 seconds left in Johnson's minor. As Wisniewski lost it, and here's Young on a breakaway. Scott Young walks in, and a save by Garon. Good save there by Garon.
Very good save. Wouldn't that have been a great goal there if that would have went in? The Blues, the 2-man disadvantage, and then they end up scoring the only goal. Would have been fabulous.
Here's a shot by Demitra. They score! It may have been tipped by Belanger, and the Kings get a big goal to make a 3-1 lead.
They're probably going to look at this one, but I looked like it was okay. Belanger with the deflection of the Demitra shot. And this is almost a heartbreaker as the Blues had killed off the 5-on-3. You get a look from upstairs, but here it is. Let's see how high this stick was in front of the net. Yeah, it was below the crossbar there. That certainly looked like from that angle. Here's the angle again. Right there and then back down in. I think they're going to redo it as well. But that looked like okay. Belanger has quite a streak going too. He has 7 points in his last 5 games, so that would be 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 6 games now. So the Kings a 2-goal lead, and that's a shame there, John, after killing off that 5-on-3.
Yeah, that goal came seconds after Johnson had left the penalty box. And Belanger with a great tip in, and the assist to Demitra. And the Kings have scored twice here in the second and lead 3-1.
Nice and easy. Hey, guys. Hustle up! Let's go! Come on! Way to go, good job.
Why should you go to Auto Tire?
Because of our car care service. We do just about any service your car needs. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, even scheduled maintenance. And we keep records to remind you.
For the best car care service,
you ought to go to Auto Tire.
Dan McLaughlin for Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. We call it the best sports bar in St. Louis. Home of the longest happy hour in St. Louis. Pool, darts, interactive games, great food with some of the lowest prices in town. Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill.
Call it innovative technology, call it high-performance luxury, or landmark precision. But at Acura, we call it the 2005 Acura TL. Its sleek lines and powerful VTEC engine make the 2005 Acura TL both an object of beauty and a force to be reckoned with. A commanding performer, the TL is also a comforting presence, offering sumptuous rewards to both driver and passengers alike. Power refined, luxury reinvented. The 2005 Acura TL. Come test drive your TL today at your Gateway Acura dealers.
Missouri basketball hits the floor on FSN Midwest. The Tigers begin their quest to forge a tournament team this year. But first, they've got to get past UMKC. Tigers, Kangaroos, Tuesday on FSN Midwest.
Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They're damn as good after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
Hot Shots have the longest happy hour in town, and they'll be the sponsor of our second intermission. We hope to visit with Pavol Demitra, a three-point night for our old buddy, who's now playing for the LA Kings. And Johnny had a fabulous 8-year career here in St. Louis. And his homecoming, not much fanfare coming into play here tonight, but we hope to visit with Pavol Demitra coming up in the second intermission.
As the Kings have scored on their last 2 shots and now lead 3-1.
Pavol Demitra, 493 points in 494 games for the Blues, 202 goals.
Here come the Blues. McCammon going wide, a shot, and he scores! McCammon gets his second tonight, and the Blues get a huge goal.
That looked like a harmless play as he came down the left wing, but this high, hard shot really fooled Garan. He made the save, and the puck popped up in the air. Well, this was just a harmless-looking shot. Look at how it popped up in the air, rolled back in, and then rolled into the net behind Garan. A better look at the overhead. Watch how up over his shoulder, and then down, and then rolled in. So McCammon scores twice, and now we have a 3-2 game here.
And Bernie, we had a great look at that shot from our perch here at Savas, and Garan got handcuffed on that one.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those high rises. It might even tick the defenseman's stick as it was going, because it was really kind of went up and shot up so fast on him that he really couldn't get set for it.
So he gets his second tonight, 7th of the year from Waite and Weinrich. And it comes at 15-17. And that cuts the lead to 3-2. Well, during home games, a section will be selected to join the Crease Police, a force dedicated to rooting the Blues to victory. So the question is, will you be the next to join the McDonald's Crease Police?
That goal by Dean McCammon puts him into a tie for first on this team with Jamal Mears with 7 goals apiece.
come the Blues, down by one. Stepniak can't work it in deep. The Kings up ice with Camilleri. Then chased by Beckman and knocked down. Now wait for Beckman. Robitaille into the corner. Now Camilleri, and throws it back to the goal. Robitaille trying to stuff it in, and Sanford made the save. Now back of the goal again. It's Roenick setting up shop. Here's Roenick out high to Corbo. His shot block. Corbo again, and a save. Another chance, and Sanford got that one, and he hangs on. Great goaltending by Sanford.
Great goaltending, and the fans right now are really rewarding Sanford. They're all standing on their feet here, bowing to him, and that's great goaltending here, folks. Corvo with a good play. His first shot was blocked, but he got his own rebound. Look at this save here, and then he kicked out his leg there on Robitaille, so huge save. Robitaille looked like he had an easy one.
Corvo had never had more than one goal in a game, and he has two tonight and nearly had the hat trick.
Yeah, he's had a couple other good chances too, John, so that's not just the, he must have 4 or 5 shots tonight.
The Kings already have one hat trick this year from a defenseman. Wisnowski got a hat trick earlier this year.
Yep, and Demitra has a hat trick, and so does Conroy, and so does Frolov. So the big line with the hat trick apiece and Wisnowski with one. Pretty impressive.
Now Demitra in for Los Angeles. And hit the back of the goal. Now Weinrich again. Fans trying to get the Blues going here. And Johnson at center ice for Sillinger. And he'll turn and push one to the corner. Break on Wisnowski. Now it comes in front, and the Kings are there. And they come the other way with Demitra. Pass in front for Frolov, and that's turned away by Walker. Now Beckman back of the goal. And Beckman gets it from Belanger. But that's cut off on the boards by Jeff Cowan. In front, a shot, and a good arm save by Sanford. Well, this season, get in the game by helping Blues players and Chevy's Fresh Mech support the St. Louis Children's Hospital. Chevy's is donating $100 for every goal the Blues score this year, and Blues players are making pledges of their own. Great cause, and let's hope the Blues score a lot of goals this year and raise a lot of money for the Children's Hospital. Off the draw, Tim Gleason. That shot came in front with Sanford looking for it. And the Blues come up ice. Here's Hogan. Can't center one. Now in the corner, Rycroft to hit. Hogan gets the puck. Sillinger turns, fires one. He scores! Sillinger ties the game!
That's the second goal that the Blues have scored from this side. That was a perfect shot. Again, our angle here, John, that puck was in perfect spot because it hit the far post. Good work by the Blues, this line with Rycroft.
Hey!
That's a reaction there by Mark Rycroft, who's been mic'd tonight. Pretty excited, and that's a great shot there. It went right off the post.
And the Blues are offside, or McCammon would have had a great chance there. So Blues have scored 2 goals in just over 3 minutes to tie the game.
Well, Hogan and Rycroft have not had a lot of ice time, but they were the reason for this as they did the good forecheck. You look at it, they were buzzing around. Hogan stayed with it. There's the hit by Rycroft, and then he goes right to the front of the net. And Sillinger with the shot, and that went right off the far post. Beautiful goal. The Blues tied this game now at 3.
And that is a perfect shift by that line. You got the hit by Rycroft, the steal by Hogan, and the shot by Sillinger.
Teamwork.
And the Blues have scored on their last 2 shots. And it is 3-3 here at Savas. Final minute of the second period. Now wait hits the line. Good pass to Mayers in front. A shot by Jackman, and that's tipped by a Kings player. And it goes into the netting.
Right idea there. If that pass would have been a nice pass from Mayers to Jackman, if it would have been flat, he would have had a better chance getting that shot on net, but it was deflected. But nice move and good setup by Doug Waite to throw the puck across. But this is a great comeback by the Blues here, as they could have been down and out of it, trailing by 2, but you can see the confidence that they have, John, because of the last 2 games they played so well, and it's really carrying to this game.
Now the Blues win the faceoff. Salvador shot, and that's tipped wide. Steered behind the goal by Chianek. Now for Young. Young gets in front. A shot. Rebound Dallas Drake. Another chance. And Garon made a save on Chianek. So it's Garon's turn to shine after Sanford made some nifty saves at the other end.
Good pressure here by the Blues. And they're doing exactly what the Kings were just doing to them, as they were able to get the puck to the front of the net. But you see all the pressure in front. That's Dallas Drake. That's Peter Chianek. A couple of opportunities. So good work by the Blues, and they almost were rewarded for their hard work.
Now Drake, a long pass by Scott Young. 20 seconds left in the second period. Good hit by Waite. Nordstrom wants to freeze it, but he can't. What a hit there by Waite on a pretty big guy in Matthias Nordstrom.
Nordstrom didn't expect anybody to come through there. I don't think he knew anybody was even forechecking on the play.
Well, now we get a penalty call here. Again on the Blues, this one for interference. You know, Bernie, this is a typical NHL game in the new league, and the goalies just have to adjust. You know, you got 3 goals scored by each club.
27, 2 minutes for interference.
And it's a tie game, so you just got to keep on persevering.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you're never out of the game. We used to see it in the past, John. You'd have the trap, but here's a look here. There's the interference. You can't get in front of the puck as the puck is going to the corner. And I can't believe the LA Kings are actually pulling their goalie here.
Well, they just had a couple of seconds to go.
Yeah, 3 seconds, 3.5 was plenty of time to win a faceoff clean and slap it down the ice. That's a risky play, but the Kings will come back with a power play for 1:56 to start this third period.
Blues hockey is brought to you by smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste for your great times. Second period shots 12-11 St. Louis. Each club gets a pair, and after 40 minutes, it's 3-3 here in St. Louis.
I've finally figured out how to stop dinner hour from feeling like rush hour. Make dinner easy at McDonald's. McDonald's premium chicken sandwiches, chicken selects, and premium salads are perfect for dinner. Plus, you can round out the evening by renting a DVD for $1. So if you're thinking dinner and a movie, think McDonald's.
Every day, thousands of people around the Midwest count on Ford F-150 because only Ford F-150 is built for the Midwest. So whether it's delivering the maximum payload in its class or delivering your own precious cargo, one thing is certain, F-150 delivers. Right now, head over to your Quality Ford store to get a great deal on the built Ford Tough F-150, the best-selling truck for the last 28 years running. Ford F-150, built for the Midwest, built Ford Tough.
Are you still being charged too much for internet service? Still waiting for a better deal? Well, your wait is over. With People PC Online, you get unlimited internet access for just $10.95 a month. And you get accelerator technology free for an entire year. That's a $60 value. Visit up to 5 web pages in the time it used to take to visit one, and pay just $10.95 a month. Plus, our smart dialer automatically chooses the fastest, most reliable access number. Want more? You even get security tools to help protect you from spam, pop-ups, and email viruses. Compare us side by side with your current ISP. Go to peoplepc.com to try us free for 30 days. Surf up to 5 times faster for an entire year with free accelerator technology. All this for just $10.95 a month. But hurry, this special offer is for a limited time only. Go online or call 1-800-943-0989. People PC Online with free accelerator, a better way to internet.
Here's the deal.
One novice bike builder.
I know I can build a bike.
In the ultimate challenge.
You do a great job, it's your bike.
Build a custom iron horse.
You don't finish the bike, you're done.
From the ground up.
Let's start.
The catch. He's got 30 days.
Hopefully he's got what it takes.
Build or bust.
I shouldn't have to explain this.
If he wants to ride the best.
Looks to me like he's never seen a bike in his life.
He has to build like the best.
How badass is that?
Build or bust. Exclusively on Speed Channel.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Brandon.
Fox Soccer USA gets you off the bench and into the world of pop culture with our favorite sport, soccer.
We'll go head-to-head with players at the top of their game, and we'll introduce you to some newcomers just breaking in their cleats. Everything you need to know, from training tips to game day strategy. And we'll go offside with soccer fanatics and innocent bystanders.
And bring you up to speed on what's hot on and off the field.
Watch Fox Soccer USA, only on Fox Soccer Channel. You're watching FSN Midwest, where Blues fans come first.
Blues Hockey on FSN Midwest is brought to you by Hyundai, driven by a commitment to quality that lets them offer America's best warranty. And by McDonald's, I am loving it.
Second intermission to St. Louis Blues Hockey. I know you're having a chance to catch up with old friends like Keith Tkachuk and some of the other guys, but what's been the experience like coming back to St. Louis?
You know, it's nice. You know, it's nice to see a couple of friends here, and you know, especially last night, me and Walt got a little bit together and bring all the memories. You know, he's a great guy. He's a great player. You know, obviously you're missing a guy like that, but you know, it's I'm in LA right now, and we're just having a good time. You know, so far, you know, our team playing good, and you know, we just tonight, I don't know what's wrong, but you know, they just keep coming back.
8 years in St. Louis. How odd was it for you to come back to the Savage Center and wearing that different sweater?
It was weird, but you know, I see a couple of signs, and you know, I still got a lot of friends here, and you know, look like people still like me here, and it's great to see, you know, all the friends.
Good to see you. Best of luck, and go get him in the third.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Pavol Demitra, 8 years here in St. Louis right now with 3 assists. He's at 32 points in the Western Conference to lead it. 3-3 in our second intermission.
It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils, who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the Duel in the Desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
Dobbs has the best tire selection in town and the largest inventory you'll find anywhere. Thousands in stock. Tires everywhere as far as the eye can see. So, we have just the ones you're looking for.
Tires, lots of them at Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And now at all Dobbs, all Goodyear, and all Dunlop tires are on sale all month long. That's all Goodyears and all Dunlops on sale till the end of the month at all 37 Dobbs locations.
Amazing love, how can...
These are the ultimate songs of faith.
Here I am to worship.
Time Life presents Open the Eyes of My Heart. 22 of today's greatest worship anthems. Call now to get Open the Eyes of My Heart on 2 CDs for just $19.99. But wait, order with your credit card and we'll take $10 off. Then preview other inspirational albums. Satisfaction guaranteed. So call now and get Open the Eyes of My Heart on 2 CDs for just $9.99.
Call 1-800-218-9164 to order Open the Eyes of My Heart on 2 CDs for $9.99 plus shipping and handling when you use a credit card. Call now or order online at timelife.com.
Nice and easy. Hey, guys. Hustle up! Let's go! Come on! Way to go, good job.
A live look at the Blues locker room here at Savage Center in St. Louis. After 40 minutes, it is 3-3, the Blues and LA Kings. Along with Bernie Federico, I'm John Kelly. Well, the Blues have been very resilient tonight. They just won't go away, will they, Bernie?
And that's the style that we want to see the Blues have, because really there was no confidence on this team. They couldn't have a comeback, but now they have a comeback. But the Kings scored first in that second period. To see a good second effort by Pavol Demitra, and Corvo gets his second of the game. It was 2-1 for the Kings at the time. Then they made it 3-1 right at the end of a 5-on-3. You see the deflection by Belanger on the shot from Demitra. It was 3-1, and yes, the Blues did come back. Dean McCammon with this shot from the side hit Garan and then just kind of somehow rolled through. That made it 3-2, and then the Blues, good hard work. Mike Sillinger, a perfect shot off the far post, and we're tied at 3. So great comeback for the Blues. Another 20 minutes. The Blues really have their work cut out, though. They're going to have to kill a penalty right off the start in this third period.
A big period. Well, the Blues were even in Detroit after 2 on Saturday, and they got the big win. They would love another one, which would be their third in a row. Coming up, more with Mark Rycroft.
The best of high school football is on FSN Midwest. The top 2 teams in the state collide in a live event that's becoming a Thanksgiving weekend tradition in St. Louis.
Look at this guy go!
Find out who will take home this year's Class 6 crown from the Misha Show Me Bowl. Friday at 7 Central on FSN Midwest.
You want it, we got it. It's hot. Come on, check it out. A friendly faces, happening places, all around, all around.
So come on downtown and check it out.
That's right, Chris. Get your share of over $500,000 in cash and prizes. It's the President Casino's Holiday Swipe and Win, where every swipe is a winner.
You want it to the top, right here.
That's Cabinets, Flooring, and More. Top quality at unbelievable prices.
Debbie got. And you know, Cabinets, Flooring, and More designed her kitchen for her, too. Beautiful. Of course, that's Bernie. Hi, Bernie.
Hello, ladies. Back for another shopping spree.
We are. Helen needs some new granite countertops.
Starting at just $35 a square foot installed.
Sarah could use some new hardwood flooring.
Solid 3/4-inch Mohawk bricks for just $3.39 a square foot.
I would die for some new laminate flooring.
Right over there.
Thanks, Bernie.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Where was I? That's right. Cabinets, Flooring, and More. Top quality at unbelievable prices.
Hi, I'm Fred from Dirt Cheap. Have you heard about the great wine deals in California? About $2 Chuck wine? Now Dirt Cheap and Use Your Head Fred, that's me, are bringing truckloads of wine from California to you. The brand name is Scarlet Ridge, but we call it 30-dime wine for $2.99. We say use your head because this is vintage Napa Valley wine at a truly dirt cheap price. Thank you. Be careful out there.
Wildcat basketball is back on FSN Midwest. The road to March Madness is underway as K-State takes on the reigning champions of the Mountain West Conference. K-State, New Mexico, tonight on FSN Midwest.
Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They're damn as good after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
You're watching FSN Midwest, where Blues fans come first.
Well, it's 3-3, and this is our Hot Shots intermission. A scoring change. Mark Rycroft gets the third Blues goal, and he's wired up for sound tonight.
Yeah, you bet. You know, on the play there on the wall, I wasn't even trying to pass you, I was just going deep.
Oh, that's how we're playing it.
Yeah, because the guy was on the wall. I'm like, I got to get this back deep again. You went right on your tape, though. I got silly. Lots of talk, Dougie, eh? Good play, Sills, good play. That's you, Dally, that's you. That's it, that's it. Good kill, guys. Let's pick it up in here a bit.
And now taken by Chianico. What a hit by Armstrong.
That just flew. Foot. He got it. Nice block, silly. Oh, nice pickup, Deuce. You got a little thing. Good dump. Smoke him.
In the second period. Good hit by Waite.
Hey! Woo-hoo-hoo!
think he was excited. That's his third goal of the season. Mark Rycroft. A look at the Bernie Federko statue here at the Savage Center. 3-3 in our Hot Shots intermission.
When I go there, I know they're giving me the bottom line price, which is the best price.
And it's hard for me to compare them with anybody else because I don't deal with nobody else.
They're great. I love them.
For the bottom line price.
Ought to go to all the time.
Every day, thousands of people around the Midwest count on Ford F-150 because only Ford F-150 is built for the Midwest. So whether it's delivering the maximum payload in its class or delivering your own precious cargo, one thing is certain, F-150 delivers. Right now, head over to your Quality Ford store to get a great deal on the built Ford Tough F-150, the best-selling truck for the last 28 years running. Ford F-150, built for the Midwest, built Ford Tough.
College basketball hits the floor on FSN. High-flying Hassan Adams leads perennial power Arizona. But the rebuilt Virginia Cavaliers are looking for an early season upset. The drama returns to center court Sunday on FSN.
If you missed the game, be sure to tune in to This Week in Mizzou Football. Every week, Coach Pinkel gives his in-depth game recap, player of the game picks, and other behind-the-scenes Missouri football action. Catch This Week in Mizzou Football, Sunday nights at 10:30 on FSN Midwest.
Here's the deal.
One novice bike builder.
I know I can build a bike.
In the ultimate challenge.
You do a great job, it's your bike.
Build a custom iron horse.
You don't finish the bike, you're done.
From the ground up.
Let's start.
The catch. He's got 30 days.
Hopefully he's got what it takes.
Build or bust.
I shouldn't have to explain this.
If he wants to ride the best.
It looks to me like he's never seen a bike in his life.
He has to build like the best.
How badass is that?
Build or bust. Exclusively on Speed Channel.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Brandon.
Fox Soccer USA gets you off the bench and into the world of pop culture with our favorite sport, soccer.
We'll go head-to-head with players at the top of their game, and we'll introduce you to some newcomers just breaking in their cleats. Everything you need to know, from training tips to game day strategy. And we'll go offside with soccer fanatics and innocent bystanders.
And bring you up to speed on what's hot on and off the field.
Watch Fox Soccer USA, only on Fox Soccer Channel. You're watching FSN Midwest, where Blues fans come first.
Blues hockey on FSN Midwest is brought to you by Sonic. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. Fun hockey game here tonight at Savage Center in St. Louis. 3-3 after 40 minutes of play. The Blues have never led in the game.
Well, this is a big step for the Blues here. Minute 56 to start this period. The Blues are going to be shorthanded.
The time left in Salvador's interference minor. So the Kings get some fresh ice to begin this power play. On the point, it is Wisniewski. He and Camilleri, the point men. Kings work it in deep. Now Demitra back for Wisniewski. Off the wall, Demitra. Foot pass off the skate of Conroy. Kings recover Demitra again. Now it sets on this side. Plays it back to Wisniewski. And a shot, they score! Right through the legs of Sanford. I think Camilleri will get it. And a power play goal makes it 4-3 Los Angeles.
And did that hit something? Connery was standing in front of the net too. I don't know if it hit him at all, but it looks like it changed direction. But it was almost a strange position where Camilleri shot. You see Conroy parked right in front. And it may have hit the skate of Jackman. That's a great angle. That's a great shot there, guys, because you could see there that he did not see, Sanford did not see that puck at all. He was trying to look by Conroy, but there's no way he could see it. So it's a power play goal for the Kings, and they regain the lead.
It is Camilleri's goal, and I said it went through his legs, but that great look told us it hit the skate of Jackman and went short side, and Sanford really didn't have a chance. Now the Kings in again. Avery a shot. Hit a leg in the Blues counter. Sillinger in for Doug Waite. Waite walks in, and a save by Garon, and a big rebound in front.
And a hooking call has been detected here against LA.
Los Angeles penalty number 19, 2 minutes for hooking.
So a hooking call against Avery. We'll look at the goal again. This is one of the first time we've seen a puck beat him short side. You see how he was peeking around to see it, and he was actually moving towards his right, thinking maybe that a pass was going to come. And he just moved off that left post, and the puck just somehow just squeezed by him.
So the Blues get a power play. Avery gone for hooking at 1:21. The Kings goal, Camilleri from Wisniewski and Demitra at 41 seconds. So the Blues on the power play. Can't enter the zone. And the Kings work up ice. Kostopoulos left it for Belanger. Fires it high and off the glass. And played in behind the Blues goal. Weinrich gets it back. So the Blues have been fighting from behind all night, and that continues. Here's Waite. Up front with Chayanek and Mayers. Now around to Mayers. And his pass blocked, and the Kings will clear it all the way down the ice. And Sanford far side now for Young. Chayanek lost it to Roenick, and then the King player, Orloff, fell down, or he may have been in the clear. And the Blues get up ice. And Waite's pass blocked, and it comes back to center. 45 to go in the power play. Beckman at center ice, now for Weidman. And the rookie shovels one back of the goal. Far side to Sillinger. And his pass was intercepted by the Kings and shot down by Frolov.
Blues not able to get control in the offensive zone. That's the most important thing, is get the puck in and just get it set up so you can get a good play.
And a hit by Waite at center ice. You know, we've seen a lot of players fall tonight, Bernie. And the Circus was in town last week, and they just made new ice. I wonder if that's part of the reason.
Yeah, very well could be. The ice could chip out very easily when it gets like this, especially when it's new ice. A lot of times the flakes of ice will just chip off the top as you try to put an edge on, so it certainly could be that, John.
Well, the Blues don't do much on that power play. No shots. And the Kings lead by 1. And McCammon chased back to center ice. Here's Weinrich, a pass tipped by Mayers. And the captain, Matthias Nordstrom. Shoveled ahead by Mike Weaver. There's Weinrich in a foot race with Dustin Brown. And a good job, and now Ryan Johnson. Here's Mayers open at center. Drops it off for Drake. Another drop pass to Jackman, a shot, and that was high. Tipped by a Kings player out of play. What's on Tap is brought to you by Bud Light. Our next televised game Saturday at 7 on WB11 as the Blue Jackets come to town against the Blues.
The Blue Jackets still struggling. They made the big trade last week for Fedorov, and Fedorov really has not done much at all since coming over there. They've lost 3 games straight. They lost to the Blues and they lost 2 more games on the road. So the Blues will get another look at them, and hopefully the Blues can have the same results as they had last week.
With that 2-0 victory. Now it is a long pass. Rycroft gloves it down. His pass picked off by Wisniewski. He lost it though, and here comes Hogan. Jeff Hogan, a shot. That's wide. And Cowan has a chance to clear it out for LA. And a tripping call as Belanger is upended.
Both referees' arms went up at the same time. That was pretty obvious, pretty easy.
25, St. Louis, minor penalty, trip.
With the puck coming by here, you see Weidman there with his stick between the legs there of Belanger. It's going to be called all the time. Great call there. The Kings now 1 for 6. They get their 7th power play.
So another huge kill for the Blues. The Blues still looking for their first shorthanded goal of the year. Again, Camilleri and Wisniewski on the points. Conroy up front with Frolov and Demitra. Here's Camilleri out high. On the half boards, Frolov. Back on the point, a shot by Wisniewski, wide rebound, and Frolov had an open side, and I'm not sure what that hit.
I don't know if that hit post or hit the defense, or it might have even hit Sanford.
Or gone wide.
Wow.
Frolov had a wide open net, now back on the line again. Wisniewski to Demitra. Into Frolov, in front, a shot, wide, and then the net comes free. As Salvador was knocked into the goalpost, and that's a break for the Blues.
Now listen to this last chance. So it was the post. Here it is off the inside of the post right there, or the outside of the post, I should. Good work there, fellas. That sweet camera work there. We didn't know, we couldn't hear that post shot there, but we sure heard that on the replay.
Yeah, now we know what it hit. With a minute left here in the power play, the Blues break it up, and Jackman will slap it down the ice. And Garon sets it up for Corvo. Corvo with a pair of goals tonight.
I have never seen the puck come off the boards this fast, John. There's two different times tonight that the puck has come right out front off a shot off the end boards. Usually the end boards here are pretty dead, but boy, there's a couple have come right out back into the slot.
Well, Roenick sets up on the power play. In deep for Avery. He goes around the cage. Wants to feed Corvo on this point. Roenick gets it again. Here's Corvo, a blast and a save by Sanford. And the Blues try to clear it. Corvo kept it in. Behind the back for Dustin Brown. To Roenick. Now Brown, Avery screens in front. They work it out to the other side. Now in the slot area, tipped away by the Blues. And fired out. Weidman's out of the box. Kings had one shot on the power play. But a huge kill for St. Louis. And now a penalty called here against the Kings. Then Garon will flip it away, and now the Blues will go on the power play. Boy, the referees have been busy tonight.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has the longest happy hour in St. Louis, but that's not the main reason why. They're the #1 sports bar in town. Hot Shots offers pool, darts, interactive games, great food with the lowest prices in town. Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They damage goods after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
And with death looking him square in the eye.
Tubes here, punch a lung, tubes down my throat. I almost died.
He found salvation in the most unlikely of places.
Beat the odds, man. Very few people beat the odds.
Bernard Hopkins, Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
Wildcat basketball is back on FSN Midwest. The road to March Madness is underway as K-State takes on the reigning champions of the Mountain West Conference. K-State, New Mexico, tonight on FSN Midwest.
College basketball hits the floor on FSN. High-flying Hassan Adams leads perennial power Arizona. But the rebuilt Virginia Cavaliers are looking for an early season upset.
They are going crazy.
The drama returns to center court Sunday on FSN.
You've probably heard Fredbird is getting ready to fly south. Well, kind of. So Fredbird is having a garage sale. A 2-day fan fest at America's Center where you can take home a piece of Busch Stadium memorabilia. Lockers, turnstiles, stadium signs, menu boards, final season game-used bases and baseball, and lots more. Bring your own sports treasures and get free appraisals from Leland's Auction House. It's Fredbird's Garage Sale, November 26th and 27th at America's Center in downtown St. Louis.
Here's tonight's Big Bell Big Save, brought to you by Taco Bell.
This is the first Blues opportunity this year on a shorthanded attempt. Breakaway by Scott Young, and Garon with the big save, our Big Bell Big Save of the night. Otherwise, the Blues could have taken the lead at that time, I believe.
Now Brown goes off for hooking at 6:53. The Blues 1 for 7 on the power play. Down by 1 goal. Here's McCammon. He's got a pair tonight. Plays it back on the line for Young. McCammon into Waite. Now Young, a shot, and that was tipped, and it just went wide. Good forechecking by the Blues. And now the pass by Waite goes all the way down the ice.
Good opportunity, though. Good plays. McCammon really skating very well. It's the guy that you want to feed. He's the hot guy right now. 2 goals tonight. Get him the puck.
Tonight is McCammon's 12th two-goal game. Never had 3. Maybe tonight's the night. As the Kings had a chance to clear it, they couldn't. Now McCammon on the half boards. Goes across. Scott Young, and he ripped that wrist shot high on the glass. McCammon again. Sillinger for Waite. Now back of the goal. A couple players collide. Waite comes up with it. And now tipped right to the Kings player, Roenick, with 35 seconds left in the power play. Ahead for Gleason. And his pass is broken up by Chianek. Conroy working hard behind the Blues goal. And Conroy just killing the remaining seconds on the power play. Finally, the Blues get it back. And this is Chianek. He'll feed one in to Drake. A shot and a save by Garon. And the rebound taken by the Kings, and Gleason shoots it away. The Blues had 2 shots on the power play, but could not convert.
Plenty of time, still 11 minutes to go in this period. They just need to get some more offensive pressure on, get some forechecking going.
There's a shot by Drake. Now Johnson in the corner for Dallas Drake. In the slot, Mayer's a chance, and he just missed on the near side. And then Johnson hit hard into the boards. That was not called. And the Blues keep it in. Here comes Mayers. That shot hit Nordstrom. Good block. And the Kings with Robitaille will scoop it out. But the Blues get it back. Mayers a good move at the line again. Now Mayers taken out back of the goal by Camilleri. And he does a good job on the Blues player. And here come the Kings up the middle. Camilleri, a curl and drag move and a shot. That was wide. And it's Beckman trying to work it ahead. He can't. Kept in. Camilleri in front of Robitaille in the clear, but it bounced over his stick. And the Blues in deep. Ayers had his pocket picked there by Armstrong. Now he'll feed the point man, Corbo. Corbo, a shot. And a save by Sanford. And a rebound is put high. Another call here against the Blues as Garon has gone for the extra man. And now the Blues touch it. And they will be short again. Kings up by 1.
It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this weekend in HD.
There's something about you, baby. I can't get enough. There's something about you, baby. I got you looking at me. I'm gonna call you bluff. There's something about you.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. It takes a man to be a dad.
Every Sunday, Fox Soccer Channel presents a new extravaganza of Argentine soccer. Controversy, confrontation, where the strong become weak and the weak become strong. Stadiums shiver with intensity. The game becomes their religion. When passion is so strong, you feel it. Emotions uncontrollable. When Argentina plays, the whole country plays. Argentine Soccer, Sundays on Fox Soccer Channel.
This Saturday and Sunday, come on down to the Convention Center for Fredbird's Garage Sale. Whether you're a serious collector or just a real cards fan, Fredbird has something for everyone, including game-used bases and players' jerseys. Go to stlouiscardinals.com for more information. Admission is free. Chad Walker, an interference minor. Kings 1 of 7 with the power play. And a 4-3 lead. Again, it is Camilleri and Wisniewski back on defense.
Heads here, miss.
Wisniewski with 8 goals on the year, including 4 on the power play. Now Wisniewski back on the line to Camilleri. On the far side for Demitra. Now Conroy back of the goal. That Frolov in front, couldn't get it there. Here's a shot by Demitra, tip wide. Back for Camilleri, now for Demitra. Camilleri again to Demitra. Trying to walk in for a shot. Throws it back of the goal. Around the net, Frolov in front, a drive by Camilleri. This Kings power play is very efficient.
Yeah, they really move the puck around very well. They've got a lot of weapons too, John, so it's very difficult to really play them one-on-one. Demitra is so shifty moving back and forth, and he likes to go all the way up from the blue line to the top of the circle, so he's not afraid to move around in there. And then when you have good movement on a power play, it's very difficult to defend again. You have to break your box a little bit, and then as soon as you break that box, then you get yourself into trouble.
30 seconds left. I thought Robitaille was offsides there, but it doesn't matter. The Blues clear it away. And Corvo back at his own line for Nordstrom. Now ahead to Robitaille. Picked off by Weinrich. Here he comes, Weinrich, a drive and a save by Garant. And will he cover? Yes, he does. With 8 seconds left in the power play. The NHL and the NHL Players Association are auctioning authentic game-worn jerseys from each team's home opener to benefit families devastated by Hurricane Katrina. Now through November 29th, log on to auctions.nhl.com and bid on more than 700 authentic game-worn jerseys. Now Cowan pokes one to the corner. Walker is back, so the Blues have killed it off. The Kings had one shot. And Jackman feeds Weinrich. Ahead for Young. Now near the line, Doug Waite grabs it. Here's Waite trying to send Young in. And the puck fired back of the goal. Now Young gets it. He'll walk in front. And his pass for McCammon. He never got a shot. Now McCammon off the boards. Over to Scott Young, a drive, and he missed the goal. He got a lot on that one. Waite wrapped up by Belanger. And getting free is Waite now for Weinrich. Blues pressuring, looking for the equalizer. Now back of the goal again to Waite. In front, a shot and a save by Garant. Now McCammon again, has room. McCammon a shot. That was high by a foot. Blues keep it moving. And finally scooped out of the zone by Mike Weaver.
And this is good pressure by the Blues because you know there's going to be more penalty calls. As soon as you get some pressure in, somebody's going to hold somebody, and so there's plenty of time. The Blues just need to keep going to the front of the net.
Now they center it here. Salvador, a shot, and that failed to get through. Waite, he's been on the ice for a long time, and he can't make a play. And the Kings clear it down, and now Waite and company go off for a rest.
Well, that play was all set up, too. The Kings were tired. They didn't want to ice the puck, and you're better off icing the puck and having to stay out a little longer than giving up a scoring chance.
Here's Armstrong behind the Blues goal. Salvador gives him a rough ride. And Chianek chips one to the far side. Hogan trying to get to it. And he does with the help of Chianek. And now Chianek is belted down. And he is slow in getting back to his skates.
That was a pretty high stick. I'm surprised there wasn't a call there. That was more of a call than the last charge.
Well, Kostopoulos comes in with a hit as the hitting picks up really out of nowhere. Conroy with the puck. Can't get through. And the Blues come to center. Sillinger for Mayers. Good job by Gleason to poke it away. Now it comes in front. And Aaron Miller trying to clear it. Blues keep it in there. And Mayers battles, but the Kings move it up ice for Frolov. In against Beckman. Now Frolov in the slot, a shot! Wisnowski was wide. And Ronan tosses one back of the goal. But the Blues recover. Beckman ahead for Mark Rycroft. Now good play on to Jackman. Into Dallas Drake. And his shot is tipped by Wisnowski off the glass. Kept in. Weidman a shot. And that's high. And the Kings push it too high, and it goes over the boards at the LA bench. Kings up by 1 late third period.
Missouri basketball hits the floor on FSN Midwest. The Tigers begin their quest to forge a tournament team this year. But first, they've got to get past UMKC. Tigers, Kangaroos, Tuesday on FSN Midwest.
Auto Tire does all of the service work on my car. Nobody else, Auto Tire.
They will always take me in an emergency.
They are the best in St. Louis.
For the best car care service.
You ought to go to Auto Tire.
Fox College Sports has the recipe for the ultimate college reunion. Start with over 100 live college football games. Add conferences like the Pac-10, Big 12, and more. Toss in news from around the NCAA. And garnish with the hottest coaches shows. This is the place where college football never ends. To order Fox College Sports, call 1-877-2GET-FCS.
That's it.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
You've probably heard Fredbird is getting ready to fly south. Well, kind of. So Fredbird is having a garage sale. A 2-day fan fest at America's Center where you can take home a piece of Busch Stadium memorabilia. Lockers, turnstiles, stadium signs, menu boards, final season game-used bases and baseball, and lots more. Bring your own sports treasures and get free appraisals from Leland's Auction House. It's Fredbird's Garage Sale, November 26th and 27th at America's Center in downtown St. Louis.
The best of high school football is on FSN Midwest. The top 2 teams in the state collide in a live event that's becoming a Thanksgiving weekend tradition in St. Louis.
Look at this guy go!
Find out who will take home this year's Class 6 crown from the Misha Show Me Bowl. Friday at 7 Central on FSN Midwest.
It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the Duel in the Desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
College basketball hits the floor with the Hall of Fame Tip-Off Classic on FSN. The UAB Blazers look to hit the ground running in a showdown with the Minutemen of UMass. The Hall of Fame Tip-Off Classic, Friday on FSN. On the next CMI with Chris Myers, David Stern.
We want to demonstrate a little bit more professionalism. The racial issue is just too easy and the cop-out.
David Stern on the Chris Myers interview Sunday on FSN.
Here is your Auto Tire bottom line difference.
4 assists tonight for Pavol Demitra. That is the bottom line difference. He's been on all 4 of the goals that the Blues or the Kings have scored.
Off a rebound, Weidman gets it. That shot is blocked. Now back of the goal, Scott Young. 2 Waite. Blues down by 1. Young back for Waite. Looks to get an opening, and he's pulled down by Roenick. And a hooking call, and the Blues will get a late power play.
As I mentioned, there's no question.
97, Los Angeles. 2 minutes, hooking.
So Roenick goes off the Blues with another power play, and all the calls that have been made tonight, and this may not be the end of it yet either, John. Roenick disagrees with the call, but Doug Waite went down. It looked pretty obvious from up here. I don't know from down there, but this is a big opportunity for the Blues to get another power play goal.
They're 1 for 8. As they jam up, someone's lost a stick in there. As Sillinger plays it back on the point. That was a Kings player, but he recovers it. And now the shot by Young is tipped too high, and it goes out of play. Here is our GMC professional play of the night.
This is the goal in the third period that has given the Kings the 4-3 lead. A power play goal. Camilleri from the right wing through traffic to the short side, and he beat Sanford. Right now that has the goal that has the Kings with the 4-3 lead.
Blues set up the power play. Young and Weinrich on defense up front. McCammon, Waite, and Sillinger. Weinrich tosses one to the corner. McCammon with his speed gets there. Sillinger runs it back, and Weinrich couldn't hold it in. And a break for Belanger, and a save by Sanford, and a penalty call on the play, I think on Weinrich for hooking. And there goes the power play.
Yeah, there goes the power play, and anytime you see that happen, the puck
St. Louis penalty number 6, 2 minutes for hooking.
Anytime the puck is mishandled, especially at a blue line, you know that the defense, they've been always taught, just get your stick on something, try to slow the guy down just for a moment so that your defensive partner can come back and help, but you can't do that anymore. In the past, you would always just slow him down, and usually your defensive partner would already be staggering a little bit. He would be back to help you, but nowadays you do that, it's almost automatic there's going to be a penalty call.
And this one at 16:50, so we go 4-on-4 for about a minute 10. And then the Kings will get a brief power play. As the Blues trail by 1 here.
And this is where you go ahead and go and do the forechecking, because you can maybe get yourself a 4-on-3 power play, because they're going to keep calling penalties if there's some infractions.
There's Weidman, a pass for Waite. Hits that King line. Now toward the net. And Shinek was knocked down, never got it, and the Kings try a long breakaway feed for Froloff. And that goes behind the net. Flipped ahead by Sanford. Now Weidman to Mayers. And he can't get a shot away. Mayers keeps after it against Gleason. Chianek now on the line to Beckman. And he was knocked down, and the Kings have a break. Belanger walks in. Diving play by Weidman. Good play there by the rookie. And Wisnowski picks it up. And Beckman now for the Blues. Froloff all over him. Kings are now on the power play. Roenick out of the box, a shot, he scores! And Roenick gets a huge goal, and it's 5-3.
That is a huge goal, and that's a power play goal as Roenick was in the penalty box, came out. That was really a great play by Froloff in the corner. Froloff with extra work on Beckman in the corner was able to steal that puck. Froloff, a big, strong kid, able to give it back to Roenick, but look at how he stole the puck, spotted Roenick coming in, and Roenick just snapped this. I believe that Sanford didn't get swerved at because I don't think he saw that till last minute. You saw, I believe that was Weidman that went and just kind of skated in front of him as the shot was being taken place. So the Blues still have a minute and 50. They need 2 now, though.
It's the 3rd time they've trailed by 2. Roenick's 5th of the year. First in 6 games. Now the Blues get it. Here's Mayers, a shot. That's tipped back of the goal. Now Rycroft steers it right through the goal crease. Froloff and Wisnowski got the assist on that goal. Now the Blues get it in front. Hogan a backhand try. The Blues have pulled their goalie here. Hogan again. Wrap around by Mayers, and a save by Garon. And Jackman kept it in. Now Waite sets up back of the net. In front, Mayers, a shot, and a save by Garon with 1:05 to play.
Good pressure by the Blues. You Need to throw everything you can at the Kings now, trailing by 2, just over a minute left. Good play by Mike Kitchen just to get the extra attacker. The Blues, good pressure in the zone. And Jamal Mayer's almost able to stuff it in there. Their shot from the side. Remember, the Kings don't have a timeout left. The Blues still do.
There's a minute left in the third period. The Blues down by 2. As Sanford's off for the extra man. Beckman. Now McCammon to Chyanek. He tried to center one. That was blocked. McCammon back on the line. A shot by Sillinger. Knocked down in front. And a long pass. And Frolov with an empty net. And he will score. And this line continues to eat up the NHL.
Boy, did he ever. Demitra 4 assists tonight. Frolov has a goal and 3 assists. And Conroy an assist. I don't think he got anything on that one. No, he wouldn't have got an assist on that. So Blues are going to fall to this one. But this shot, good job by the Kings to block the shot and then just dump it in the middle. Frolov able to just control it on the backhand and then dump it in the empty net.
So the Blues' 2-game winning streak will come to an end. The Kings will win their 3rd straight. You know, the Kings have not lost 2 straight all year. They have been a good team from the opening game.
Yeah, they really have. And then when you put a line like that together, John, they've been just almost just dynamite. And you know, you've got Roenick still, and who has not played great this year, Robitaille, but they've got some good young draft picks too, so they've got some good pieces. So they've battled all year and played very well.
10 seconds left. Nordstrom for Corvo. He's got a pair. And that shot blocked, and Jeff Hogan with it for the Blues. And that's turned away. The Blues in action again Friday, so this is our final telecast. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and you as well, Mr. Federko. A tough night for the Blues as they fall 6-3. Our player of the game is brought to you by Budweiser.
Yeah, Pavol Demitra comes back to St. Louis, his first time since leaving the team, and leads the Kings with 4 assists, played very well. The Blues did battle tonight, though. Again, John, they played with a lot of confidence. They weren't able to battle back enough times. Got into some penalty trouble in that 3rd period, but this team has played much better, and they need a big win. They need to bounce back with a win now in Minnesota.
They're in Minnesota on Friday and then home Saturday to Columbus. So the Kings get 3 goals in the 3rd period and win it going away. Our next telecast Saturday on WB11 at 7 as the Blue Jackets come to town. The Kings win tonight 6-3. Good night from Sabbath. Sports List is next.
You're watching FSN Midwest, the only sports network that puts Midwest fans first. The Busch Light Midwest Sports Report is the complete nightly newscast dedicated to your hometown teams.
You want the cards? You come to the right place.
On location with in-depth information, we've got you covered.
At the Edward Jones Dome, I'm Joel Goldberg.
And I'm Jim Hayes.
The Busch Light Midwest Sports Report, nightly at 10.
All you need is courage to join the fight. Problem is, we are being ravaged by a far greater epidemic than AIDS. Fear. Fear that you alone can't make a difference. Thing is, you can help prevent the 40,000 new cases estimated this year. All it takes is a courage to do something. Wear the ribbon, talk to your friends, donate your time, something. How did I join the fight? By educating others. Join the fight.
On the next Beyond the Glory, Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. They damage goods after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
And with death looking him square in the eye.
Tubes here, punch a lung, tubes down my throat. I almost died.
He found salvation in the most unlikely of places.
Beat the odds, man. Very few people beat the odds.
Bernard Hopkins, Beyond the Glory, Sunday on FSN.
Le Championnat is setting its mark on the world stage. French Ligue 1. Last season, one of the league's biggest clubs escaped the drop, while the undisputed Kings took its 4th straight title. Now, this season, witness history, as Lyon looks to be the only club in French soccer to win 5 straight championships. The Blues have set the standard. Now, can the rest match them? French Ligue 1. Your world, your life, your game on Fox Soccer Channel.
best of high school football is on FSN Midwest. The top 2 teams in the state collide in a live event that's becoming a Thanksgiving weekend tradition in St. Louis.
Look at this guy go!
Find out who will take home this year's Class 6 crown from the Misha Show Me Bowl. Friday at 7 Central on FSN Midwest.
It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils, who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the Duel in the Desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
Whitetail deer are the most abundant big game animal in North America, and they are arguably the most sought-after animal by hunters nationwide. And in Texas, they are without question the most revered and sought-after animal there is. And on today's show, we'll look at ways to make you a more successful whitetail hunter. Fishing and Hunting Texas is brought to you by Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. Nikon Sport Optics. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Garmin, Sounders and GPS. Food Saver. Browning, the best there is. Do-All Outdoors. Nosler, bullets for sportsmen. And by Cabela's, Dangerous Hunts 2. This time, the hunter is hunted.
Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter for hunting, fishing, and outdoor gear. Call us toll-free or shop online.
Are you tired of struggling to get that big one loaded? Well, now there's help with the Game Caddy by Do-All Outdoors. The Game Caddy will allow you to bring home that trophy all by yourself. Using your ATV, utility vehicle, or truck, you can lift and load up to 300 pounds. Simply lower the Game Caddy, position the lift leg, and drive your vehicle to catapult your game onto the bed. And simply fold the Game Caddy for easy transport. Now it's quick, now it's easy to lift and load with Game Caddy by Do-All Outdoors.
Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas. You know, whitetail hunting is something that just gets into your blood. And once it's in your blood, it's pretty hard to get out of there. That excitement, that feeling, that anticipation. And speaking of anticipation, when you're sitting in a blind and a deer walks out, if your heart doesn't start racing and you don't start getting excited about the possibilities, you're probably doing the wrong thing. Now let's pick up the action on our first hunt. Our first hunt is going to be in Central South Texas with John Allen of Nikon.
The 777 Ranch is home to some of the finest whitetail hunting anywhere due to a strict game management plan. Their philosophy to harvest only mature whitetails helps to ensure that visiting hunters get an opportunity to harvest a quality trophy on every hunt. Let's check in with Jeff and John and see how their morning's progressing. So far this morning, they've had quite a few bucks pass through the area, but not the mature one that they're hoping for. They saw a good buck late last night passing by in the heavy brush that left both of them excited, and they're hoping he makes a return visit this morning.
Okay, he's an older, mature deer. He's probably 6, maybe 7 years old. Wow. He's one we'd want to harvest if we get a shot. Okay.
We knew there were some big bucks out here, but honestly, I had no idea. We had one buck come in early that had that split main beam, and you know, I knew right away that was the buck I wanted to shoot.
Okay, you see him there at the back. He's on the left. For those 3 at the back, he's on the left. And as soon as they turned, if you're on him, you ought to probably take him right now. Let that little one cross. Okay, he's got his head down. There's one coming up to him. Well, okay, he's clear. He's hit good. He's hit good. He's going to go down. There he goes. All right. Thank you. Great deer. Awesome.
Horn poking up from here.
Man, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
We've been driving around seeing all kind of things, but boy, you saw the right thing. Congratulations, guys. Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah, congratulations. We saw this Hummer last night.
This is the one y'all were talking about that got y'all so fired
Is that
up.
one with the double beams?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, man, we gotta look
Let's
at
get a
this
better
thing.
look here.
He came in this morning, saw him coming down.
Oh, what a deer.
A deer. Look at that.
How's that?
Cool.
Well, that's a 777 trophy, isn't it? That is
Good
great.
mature deer, too.
Look at the head and the neck on that sucker, Wade.
Oh,
Well, that's your management philosophy. You're trying to let them grow to get big
We We
and
want
really
him to
harvest
get
the right
6,
one.
7 years old, and this is the time to take this guy. He's on his way down.
You can tell right there. I mean, that is obvious. And he grew all this. What a buck.
Great deal.
What a buck. 777ranch.com. Great place to find you guys. Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
I really appreciate it, Jason. What a great buck. I tell you what, hunting in that type of situation on a well-managed ranch where you're in a box blind where you can take a steady rest and study game and pick out the ones you're looking to harvest, that's a real advantage. And hunting out of those box blinds is something that's done all across the state of Texas. Now stay tuned to Fishing and Hunting Texas, as when we come back, we've got 2 more great hunts for you to enjoy. Nikon, the optics we use on Fishing and Hunting Texas, and they're available in your Cabela's catalog. If you don't have a Cabela's catalog, call the 1-800 number on the screen today.
Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2, savage animals, exotic locales, epic adventures. This time, the hunter is the hunted. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2, rated T for teen.
Lose yourself in the hunt. We'll get your back. Garmin.
Hunting is more than recreation.
It's our way of life.
With whitetails, you better stack the odds in your favor.
The successful stories
Are always the best.
When your livelihood depends on success in the field, you depend on Nikon, the trusted name in optics.
It's a college football special on FSN. Friday, it's do or die for the Sun Devils, who need a win to crack the bowl lineup when they battle the Wildcats in the duel in the desert. And on Saturday, Iowa State looks to complete their best season in 5 years when they brace for a showdown with Kansas. It's a college football special presented by Kyocera on FSN.
Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas as we continue whitetail hunting all across the Lone Star State. On our next hunt, I'm going to be going hunting down at the San Miguel Ranches, and I'm looking for a specific buck, a buck that a good friend of mine, Philip Walker, scouted and found early on in the season. Let's pick up the action on that hunt now.
We're in the field on a rainy South Texas morning. And on a day like this, I'm thankful for my Gore-Tex jacket and waterproof boots, as right now I'm quite comfortable in the brush blind that Philip built in the area that he felt we had the best chance at a great buck he'd seen.
I had 2 deer picked out that were potential targets for Wade. One was a real pretty wide 8-point, really nice spread, and then the big V-shaped 10. And there was something about that deer, I knew Wade would like him if he would cooperate. Again, not knowing if he was going to show up at one stand or the other. We had a limited amount of time to hunt. We're of course forced with filming in the rain, so I knew we had some strikes against us. And so we just had to go looking, and we had to put some time in just trying to figure out where he was coming. We had planned on this deer to come out down the east side of this sendero, and every time I'd seen him recently, he just came out in the same place. And naturally, when we decided to try to film him, he decided to change his plans. So Wade is set up perfectly to look down the right road. The shot's going to be perfect. As fate would have it, he comes in behind us.
With the fading light of the day, I knew I'd not get another chance unless I risked it and eased out of the blind and onto the road for a shot. This was a gamble, but I didn't see any other way to get the buck into my sights. But the buck had his own ideas and never offered me a clean shot as he eased back into the brush. But one thing he didn't know was that I'd be back again, as this little glimpse was enough for me to know I wanted to hunt for this buck again.
The wind definitely changed direction.
Yeah, I'm glad we decided to come in a different way there. There's looks like a couple of does right up through the brush right there.
They ought to be up moving all day today.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm glad we decided to sneak in this direction. Let's go on in a little bit further. I know that buck's been coming in from this other side, so the way the wind's blowing.
You were saying like a lot of does on this sendero, right?
Yeah, this is the road all the does have been coming in on, so if we can just get into this blind undetected, I think we've got a good chance at him. There was a lot of places he could go. Where we saw him, there was a big low spot down there, and he's traveling back and forth. There's several other feeders in a field in that area, and we just had to put a ground blind up. We really went in there with some loppers and cut a bunch of brush and built a ground blind and tried to cut him off in that spot, and he didn't cooperate. He came way down further than what we were expecting. So overnight, when we got out of the blind the first evening, we actually had to move the stands 50 yards further into the brush, cut new shooting lanes, and hope he came out where we expected him to, and thank goodness he did. Wade, every time I have a bunch of big mature does out like this, the last few times I've seen that big 10-pointer is late in the morning like this when all these big does get out here and feed. This is a good sign. This is good. I was a little worried about our rain showers coming and going this morning, but it's kind of let up, and those big bucks like to move late in the morning. They'll run that scrape line. And a bunch of good does. There's some more does coming out right here now. Oh, that's him. That's him, Wade, that's him right there. It's a big 10-point. I can see him standing just right off the side of the road looking at those does. See if you can turn real slowly. That's him. That's definitely him.
Yeah!
He's down. He's down. He is down, baby.
You wouldn't know he came out on the side I was not facing. But you called it.
Boy, isn't that amazing? I cannot believe he came out like that. Exactly where we least expected him, yeah.
Folded up.
Folded up. He didn't go 15 yards. Oh, what a deer.
Awesome.
Look at those beams coming up.
I love when you can see the antlers they're still down in the distance.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful buck. Look at that. God,
look how tall this guy is. He just comes up off his head.
God,
made me sweep up and way out.
They really do.
Broomed it off fighting. He can thrash in trees.
Yeah, he's still rubbing. Still rubbing.
Awesome.
Yes.
That Nosler partition. Put him down.
Put him down. Good job, buddy. That's
awesome.
Great deer.
Let's go load him up, take some pictures.
Let's do it.
Look at that. He just saw coming out of there. Great South Texas rainy day buck. What a great hunt I was able to share with my good friend Philip Walker. You know, Philip and I go back a long way in fishing, and we both share a lot of the same interest in hunting as well. And on that particular buck, it was one that he knew, based on our past conversations, that I was going to be excited about. And how he found that buck? Well, it's just simply about scouting. It's about putting the time in to be prepared so that you know what you've got in any given area. And it really helped me be successful on that hunt. Now, stay tuned. We've got one more great hunt coming up as we head to the Nooner Ranch when we come back with more on Fishing and Hunting Texas. You don't have to worry about your bullets or ammunition if you're using Nosler, and they're available in your Cabela's catalog. If you don't have a Cabela's catalog, call the 1-800 number on the screen right now.
Can reloading really make you a better hunter?
How accurate can a hunting bullet truly be? Will the next shot perform like the first? Is there a right bullet for every hunting situation? What price do you put on success? Nosler, the benchmark of big game hunting bullets since 1948.
See what you've been missing with Stealth Cam, the #1 selling brand scouting camera in the world. Get superior nighttime pictures with Stealth Cam's extended flash range. The multiple exposure feature gives you up to 3 pictures per triggering. That ensures you'll always get the shot you need. With a greater scouting coverage area, Stealth Cam gives you a wide range to capture that elusive monster buck. So pick one up and see what you've been missing with Stealth Cam, the most advanced scouting cameras on the market.
To build a truly accurate rifle, you'd start with an action machined from solid steel bar stock, then hand bed it. You'd give it a free-floating button-rifled barrel, one that's been air-gauged, individually bore-scoped, and chambered by hand. You'd expect all these features in a custom-built rifle, or you could just buy any Browning A-bolt. Every A-bolt has all these features and more, right out of the box, because there's accuracy, and then there's Browning A-bolt accuracy.
This week on FSN's Pro Football Preview, get the stories only our insiders have.
This team right now is shell-shocked.
With up-to-the-minute breaking news.
I would like to apologize.
And expert analysis.
You can't gauge passion, let him play if he wants to.
Interviews that take you inside the locker room.
I got the whole package, I can do without.
The weekly preview show that can't be missed. FSN Pro Football Preview, Friday on FSN.
Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas. You know, on this next hunt, it's going to be all about harvesting a mature buck. Now, what's a mature buck? Well, it really kind of depends on who you want to argue with. For some people, it's any deer over 4 years old. For other people, they say a whitetail doesn't mature till he's 6 years old. For me, I really like to look at a deer in about the 5-year-old range as being fully mature, that he's passed on his heritage to the herd, and he's one that can be harvested. Now, that doesn't mean that he might be better when he's 6 or he might have been better when he was 4. That's just my personal opinion. And on this next hunt, we're going to go look at some different bucks that age out in some different classes, and when it's all said and done, hopefully we can get our crosshairs on the right buck.
When thinking of locations to harvest a trophy whitetail, I think of Canada, Mexico, and my home state of Texas. However, it doesn't matter where you hunt if the location hasn't been taken care of. You won't find an abundance of mature animals unless management is a priority.
The pride and joy here is our management of whitetail deer. We're strictly whitetail. We do have a few exotics, but we're mainly about whitetail and whitetail management. We started this ranch in '97, and we coddle our deer. I mean, they are well taken care of.
It's obvious to see when looking at this ranch that the deer are being well taken care of. Based on what we've seen so far, the Nooner Ranch has found a recipe for whitetail success. It was this reason that I invited Cabela's Pat Hudak down for the opportunity to hunt for a big mature whitetail. Pat had traveled a long way for this hunt, but we didn't waste any time before heading out to hunt a large field on the afternoon of our first day in the field.
Yeah.
Our hunt was to take place just as the early stages of the rut should be starting. As you can see on this map, the rut is something that takes place somewhere in the state almost any time during the hunting season. This information was gathered by Texas Parks and Wildlife by noting when most does in certain areas have been bred. By using this information, you can pick certain times of the year that you might want to be afield in your area. Knowing what the deer are doing can help in your planning on where to hunt, and we felt we wanted to hunt an area where lots of deer were being seen in hopes that a big boy would come out chasing does. It wasn't long before we had activity as this young buck showing his first set of antlers eased into the field.
There's a lot of deer like that on this ranch.
There's a lot more behind them.
As time began to pass, more and more bucks began to filter into the field. Most of them were in the 2 to 4 year old range. However, no bucks that we were interested in harvesting had shown themselves so far.
There goes another one coming in from the right. 8-point's definitely the dominant deer. Run that doe around. I mean, when he kind of comes into the middle of the path, everybody clears out.
Yeah.
And I think those pecking orders are established, you know, pretty well over a period of time. You know, leading up to this point here where we're definitely at the fringe of the pre-rut right here.
When's the rut going to start?
You know, typically, it just depends on where you are in Texas. It's such a big state, but where we are in Medina County right now, it'll generally start just after Thanksgiving. But some of these does are going to be hot right now. I mean, there's some deer that, you know, I don't think, you hear all those people talk about there's one peak rut here, one peak rut there, and I think there's a lot to that, but I think, you know, a lot of times you have deer in different cycles of the estrus for a long period of time.
Once they get in the full swing of it, are they going to still stay in these groups or are they going to spread out?
You know, there's no rock solid evidence that says that they won't be in the big groups, but I think those big, old, mature bucks definitely go loner at that time. These, you know, 2-, 3-, and 4-year-old bucks, they still, you know, you may still see some groups of them, but those big, old, mature deer, they'll often go off on their own. But then you'll see them in a big group like this, and it's real interesting in these food plots to, you can watch them, and all of a sudden they'll all turn their head into one area. And, you know, Mr. Big will come stepping in the brush, and you'll see those lower subordinate bucks who've been beat up by that buck or intimidated, and they'll ease off the does that are out there feeding.
Our setup this afternoon is paying off so far with lots of activity. We've seen bucks of quite a few different sizes. However, we haven't seen the big, fully mature buck that we're looking for. But what we have done is get a feel for the age class breakdown in the 2- to 4-year-old class.
Well, we've seen some incredible bucks so far at the Nooner Ranch, but we haven't got the right one yet lined up. And what happens? The weather changes. It's starting to rain. You know, when it rains, I've always found that deer tend to bed down or get into thick cover and makes the hunting a little tough. So while the deer are bedded down, we're going to take a break and go eat breakfast. So y'all take advantage of that break, and we'll be right back with more after these commercials on Fishing and Hunting Texas.
Kershaw Knives, technology with an edge, giving hunters the edge with great knives such as the Black Horse 2. From Kershaw's line of folding work knives, this is a work knife that fits the task like it was born to it, and the Majesty from Kershaw's fixed blade collection. A quality-built knife that can handle every outdoor adventure, and the popular Alaskan Blade Trader. Kershaw's blade technology gives you the convenience of multiple interchangeable blades in a single handle. Kershaw Knives, giving hunters the edge.
The Chevy Red Tag event is here. The price on our tag is the price you pay, not a penny more. Now's a great time to check out the 2006 Chevy Cobalt LS. Qualified GM employees and eligible family members only can lease an 06 Cobalt LS Coupe for $139 a month with special Red Tag lease terms. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. The Chevy Red Tag event. See red, save green.
See your Central Indiana Chevy dealer today.
On the next CMI with Chris Myers, David Stern.
We want to demonstrate a little bit more professionalism. The racial issue is just too easy and a cop-out.
David Stern on the Chris Myers interview Sunday on FSN.
ACC College Hoops returns with the John R. Wooden tradition. Will luck smile on the Irish? Or will fate be kind to the Wolfpack? The John R. Wooden tradition presented by Warsteiner on FSN.
College basketball hits the floor on FSN. High-flying Hassan Adams leads perennial power Arizona. But the rebuilt Virginia Cavaliers are looking for an early season upset. They are going crazy. The drama returns to center court Sunday on FSN.
Delicious pie, Mrs. Jeffers.
Let's get down to brass tacks. We really think your son is a special talent.
He's the kind of kid we're looking for.
We told you about the 800 live college events.
And you know we've got every major conference in the country.
I just wanted to be close to home.
He'll never get off the couch.
To order Fox College Sports, call 1-877-2-GET-FCS.
To be successful on a deer hunt, you've got to put in some time scouting. Conditions change all the time, and when they do, you've got to know that the area you're hunting is going to hold deer. We're getting ready to go out across the Nooner Ranch and look for some areas that are going to help us be successful as the hunt goes on, and hopefully we'll show you some signs that will help you be more successful on your next hunt.
Pat and I are back in the field in an area that we've scouted, and it looks like lots of whitetail have been using this area as indicated by the sign that we're finding, and we're hoping to find a big mature trophy here.
There's your deer, Pat.
Which one?
That 10-point.
The 10-point on the right?
Yeah, that's a big mature body deer. That's your deer. Let him get out of the way.
Shot, you're good to go. Oh, that doe. Doe. Move.
Okay, you're gonna get a clearing shot in just a second. When you're ready, take him.
Move, doe.
Yeah. You got him. You got him.
Yeah.
You got him.
Holy cow. That was a nice sized deer.
You don't realize how big that deer is, because I was looking at him through some good optics. Oh my God. Holy cow. Look at that buck. Oh my God. What a deer. What a deer.
Is he dead?
He's dead. What a buck. What a buck. What a buck.
Wow, look at that.
That will take a fine place of residence in the Hudak home.
Thanks again, Wade.
You betcha. Look at that deer. God, look at the size of this deer. That is a full, mature buck right there. I'll be anxious for their biologist to tell us how old it is.
He's an old one.
He's been fighting right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
He busted that one up. Yeah,
you're right. He has been fighting.
Right there. Yeah. I like that right there. That's pretty.
Conversation piece.
Conversation piece, yeah. And look, he tried to split right here, too.
Yeah.
Golly. That is a Nooner Ranch whitetail.
I hope you enjoyed today's whitetail hunting all across the Lone Star State. You know, the state of Texas has a tremendous amount of whitetail hunting opportunities, so no matter whether you're looking for some does to fill your freezer or you're looking for some big whitetail bucks for your wall, get out and enjoy the Lone Star State because the hunting opportunities abound. And if you're looking for a great hunting package this year, the Nooner Ranch that we hunted on at the end of this show offers a tremendous amount of opportunities for hunters. You can look them up on the web at noonerranch.com or give them a phone call on the number on the bottom of the screen. They offer both economical hunts for the beginners or people just looking to learn more about hunting, all the way up to the big trophy hunts for the big wall hanger master bucks like what Pat Hudak harvested on that hunt. And remember, I love to hear from you guys about questions or comments about today's or any other show. So drop me an email at wademiddleton@AOL.com and I'll happily respond. So until then, or until next week, I'll see you on Down the Road.
Beyond the Glory. Bernard Hopkins' brutal fighting style earned him the nickname the Executioner.
He ruins fighters. It damaged Kush after that.
But his toughest battle was against himself.
He was his own worst enemy.
And with death looking him square in the eye.
Tubes here, punch a lung, tubes down my throat. I almost died.
He found salvation in the most unlikely of places.
Beat the odds, man. Very few people beat the odds.
Bernard Hopkins' Beyond the Glory, someday on FSN.
A lesson for parents about the power of your cable remote.
Yes, you can surf the channels with it. But did you know? The cable remote can help control what your children watch. It's pretty easy. First hit Menu or Settings, then scroll through the on-screen options to set your password. Finally, block the programming by channel or rating, and talk to your children about why certain programs are not for them. Set your parental controls. It's easy. For more details on parental controls and tools, go to controlyourtv.org.
Missouri basketball hits the floor on FSN Midwest. The Tigers begin their quest to forge a tournament team this year. But first, they've got to get past UMKC. Tigers, Kangaroos, Tuesday on FSN Midwest. Wildcat basketball is back on FSN Midwest. The road to March Madness is underway as K-State takes on the reigning champions of the Mountain West Conference. K-State, New Mexico, tonight on FSN Midwest.
Coming up on Big 12 Instant Replay.